At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to S&S Auto and Body Shop in Tonganoxie. S&S has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and so much more. And they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game and learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193.
For a winning team, contact White Birch Properties, the real estate MVPs.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com.
This is your home for the Chieftains. Tonganoxie Sports Live. Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance, locally owned and operated. Kansas Insurance agents have years of industry experience. Learn more at kansasins.com.
Bobcats showing pressure. They're going to bring it. McGraw, pump fakes, wide open, Todd Brown, and he breaks it in. Back to Bruisman, avoids one rush, gets it up the middle, and he is in. Touchdown, Chieftains. There it is, finally. Scoreless no more. The header is good. Emery Weiser. 24-22, set point for Tonganoxie. Near side, Smoots gets the kill and closes out the first set, 25-22.
It's time for the Chieftains on your home for Tonganoxie High School Athletics. Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Officially at the halfway point of the 2024 regular season as we turn the page to October football here in Tonganoxie. We gather tonight to celebrate homecoming as the Chieftains will look for their third straight win as they take on the Bonner Springs Braves tonight on Tonganoxie Sports Live. As it is always presented to you folks by Kansas Insurance. They believe in taking time to issue personal care and attention to each individual client. To see how they can help you protect what matters most, give them a call at 913-369-6600. We cruise along to the S&S Body pregame show. They've been the place to go to in Tonganoxie for auto body and repair work since 1972. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193. Hello, everybody. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. Partner, great to be back here at Beatty Field. Second week in a row. Chieftains getting in stride now, starting to get into midseason form after dropping the first two games of the season in league play. They win on the road at Lansing. They won big here at home last week in our Frontier League Sports Live game of the week against Paola. Now they're going to look to make it three in a row against a winless Bonner Springs Braves team.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing, the biggest challenge for the Chieftains tonight is don't get off to a slow start, don't get behind, and, go out and take care of business because you don't want this to be a trap game because they should easily win this game.
Yeah, so the reference of a trap game, and you folks are probably going to hear us say that a lot tonight. That's a thing. You're coming off a big win at home last week against Paola in a game, and we'll get to more of that in just a little bit. Even though the score was big, 42-28, the offense was humming. They scored on 6 straight offensive possessions after punting on their very first drive of the game in the first quarter. But you're coming off a big win like that. Everything's looking good. You got an opponent like Bonner Springs coming in who they have had a really, really rough 2024 season. We'll get into more of that in just a little bit. But as everybody knows, next week we're going to be on the road at Baser and Linwood, who they coming off a win in a rare Thursday night football game last night at Topeka West. They beat the Broncos pretty handily, so they're now at 5-0 on the season. So it's trap game is that reference into when you're coming off that big one, you don't want to overlook the opponent that's in front of you this week and try to start looking ahead too much in the next week, because more often than not in the world of sports, that's usually when you see the big upsets happen, is maybe when a team takes the other one lightly and they end up getting embarrassed.
Yeah, no question about it. And I think that's the only thing they have to worry about. And I'm sure Coach Troyer and his staff have these gentlemen ready to go. So I really don't look for a letdown here, but, we'll see at kickoff. Yeah,
no doubt about it. One of the best coach teams in the Frontier League. I'm telling you, head coach Preston Troyer in his third year as a head coach, picking up league win number 10 last week against Paola, and, of course, Matt Bond. And they have a long string of other assistant coaches that have been here for a while, and they've brought them some new great ones as well. So no doubt, I think the Chieftains are going to come out. They're going to be ready to play. I'm sure it's been stressed to them enough throughout the week. We need to focus on Bonner tonight. Then we'll correct our stuff on Saturday morning. Then we're going to start getting into our Baser Linwood prep. So we'll see what all happens there. Again, it's homecoming night here tonight on Tonganoxie Sports Live. The coronation is set to take place, we were told, at 6:30. So this is why the S&S Body pregame show is starting a little bit earlier tonight, because we're going to bring you that coronation ceremony in its entirety. We're going to see everybody that's on the court. We're going to see who gets crowned king and queen, and then we'll wrap up our S&S Body pregame show coverage before we get into kickoff. That is still slated for just a little after 7 o'clock, right around 7:02 p.m. to be exact. So we're going to step aside here. Plenty of more to come here on the S&S Body pregame show on your home of the Chieftains, Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Does your roof have possible storm damage? Looking to get solar panels? Or is it just simply time to get it inspected? That's where Balmer Roofing and Solar come into play. Balmer Roofing has a combined 40 years of experience with JAF Master Elite and Emerald Pro contractors. The Balmer family and their team are ready to give your house a brand new roof or solar panels at an affordable cost with a 50-year warranty. Life has mishaps and they want nothing but your customer satisfaction. Let them prove why so many of your neighbors choose Balmer for their roofing projects. To schedule a free inspection, call 913-845-5252 or visit them online at balmerroofing.com.
Community-minded and community-strong. That's what you get at Community National Bank in Tonganoxie. Community National offers big city amenities with the personalization of a small-town bank. They make banking easy with a 24-hour on-site ATM and mobile app that allows you to bank from anywhere. They offer great options on loans, checking and savings accounts, CDs, safety deposit boxes, and more. Stop by and let their friendly staff serve you at 231 North Main Street in Tonganoxie. Community National Bank, proud supporters of Chieftain Athletics. Member FDIC.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Tex Vandervoort in Tonganoxie today.
First State Bank and Trust is with you wherever you are with complete online banking. Cheering on the Chieftains once again? Why not pay your bills online? Waiting on your kiddos to get out of school? Seems like a good time to make a transfer. Or how about making a deposit from here? Back in the gym for another night? Why not get an e-statement while you cheer on Tongi? And of course, at First State Bank and Trust, you can always bank from right here. Come on in and see us and get your very own Chieftain card. To learn more about all the great ways to bank with First State Bank and Trust, go to firststateks.com.
Are you ready for a mouth-watering journey down memory lane? Introducing Flashbacks. Start your day off right with our fluffy pancakes, omelets, or a cinnamon roll. For lunch, sink your teeth into our juicy made-to-order burgers, Philly cheese, and more. Flashbacks' friendly staff and welcoming atmosphere make every visit a delight, and their menu is filled with comfort food that will give you those warm, delicious flashbacks. Visit them today in downtown Tonganoxie, open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 12:30 p.m.
Has your furnace left you out in the cold? Pipes plugged? Are you underwater with your water heater? If so, you'll be glad you called Ladd. Ladd Service Company in Tonganoxie has been your heating, cooling, and plumbing specialist since 1986. Ladd is your dealer for top quality brands like York, Aprilaire, and Wolverine Brass. Plus, they maintain and service all other brands. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-369-3509. Visit LaddServiceCo.com to see why you'll be glad you called Ladd.
Welcome back in. You're still watching the S&S Body pregame show on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Let's now step aside and take a look at our area matchups going around tonight. These are brought to you by Wizard of Paws, Tonganoxie's family-owned pet grooming salon with a combined 48 years of experience. Schedule your pet's appointment today at wizardofpawstongi.com. As we start at the top, Lansing Lions at the Seaman Vikings, Leavenworth Pioneers at Piper, Basel Linwood and Topeka West. Like we said, that game took place last night, a really rare Thursday night high school football matchup in the UKC. Bobcats winning that one on the road 59-6, not even giving the Chargers any chance in that one. So Basel will move to 5-0 as they will return home to host Tonganoxie a week from tonight. The Kip Legacy Gators will be at the Turner Golden Bears. A couple of teams looking to pick up a win there in that one. Shawnee Heights at DeSoto. Wildcats coming off a loss last time out against Basel Linwood 21-7, a closer game. That time in the UKC against a couple of top contenders. St. Pius X at St. James Academy and St. Thomas Aquinas at Bishop Miege. And now we get into our league matchups. Again, all of these can be viewed on our website, varsitysportslive.com, and across all of our Varsity Sports Live Network channels. Baldwin at home taking on the Silver Lake Eagles. Paola returning home. Now 0-4 on the year as they will host the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons. That was a game a year ago that marked a big win in the season for Paola. They're going to look to redo that again here in 2024, desperate for a win. potential real good one here. Another road test for the Spring Hill Broncos, undefeated, sitting on top of the league standings right now with Lewisburg at Ottawa, coming off that loss last week at home against Eudora, and what many are calling an upset. But we'll see how the Cyclones respond there. Now 3-1. Of course, our game here, Bonner Springs at Tonganoxie, in our Week 5 Frontier League Sports Live Game of the Week matchup. Undefeated Lewisburg at Eudora, taking on the Cardinals, coming off that big win like we just mentioned at Ottawa. So that could be a big game there happening in Eudora, just outside of the cornfields or the wheat fields, wherever they have there behind their stadium. Could have some major league title implications as we kick off the first weekend of October. So we're going to keep an eye on that. We'll give scoring updates on all the games we just give there, especially these league matchups here during halftime, as well as the end and the Brothers Market postgame show. So everyone can just sit tight and hang around for those. We're going to step aside one more time. Coronation's going to be coming up here in just a little bit. Both teams are out on the field. It's shaping up to be a beautiful night for October football here at Beatty Field in Tonganoxie.
For more than 15 years, Lynch Real Estate has been a leader in the KC Metro.
Hi, I'm Dan Lynch with Lynch Real Estate, inviting you to come let us prove to you why Lynch Real Estate is a name you can always trust.
Dan and his team have built a reputation for unparalleled customer service and satisfaction by building lasting relationships. Learn more about Lynch Real Estate at lynchresidential.com or give them a call at 913-369-3000.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a high-end seller, I'm here to make it happen.
Make the landscape of your dreams a reality with a stop at Oak Creek Nursery and Landscape. Just 15 minutes outside of Tonganoxie, come explore their full nursery of plants, trees, shrubs, annuals, and perennials. Learn from their certified specialists about proper seeding, watering, planting, lawn treatment, and so much more. Visit their website to enroll in classes, preview upcoming events, and request an estimate for your next project. Or give them a call at 913-351-5296. Oak Creek Nursery and Landscape, your one-stop shop for outdoor living.
Ridge Med Spa in Tonganoxie is more than a destination. It's an experience designed to redefine radiance and inspire success. Dr. Mark Peterson and Laura Snow facilitate and encourage both providers and clients to live life to the fullest by investing in themselves. Their new space offers services for medical weight loss, IV nutrition, laser hair removal, laser skin rejuvenation, hydrofacials, and Botox. Visit ridgemedspa.com to book your appointment today in Tonganoxie. Illuminate your beauty.
The same look and location of a classic drugstore with the services and supplies of a modern pharmacy. That's what you'll find at the Downtown Drug Store in Tonganoxie. Of course, Downtown Drug is the local choice for your prescriptions and health needs, but did you know they have the best selection of Tonganoxie Pride and Chieftain game day gear in town? And a whole lot more. Cards, gifts, home decor, and even the best way to satisfy that sweet tooth. The Downtown Drug Store. Call 913-369-3800 or visit them online at thedowntowndrugstore.com.
Tonganoxie is the ideal location to start a business. That's why the Tonganoxie Business Association has strived towards a common goal of adding value to businesses and the community since 2015. They assist in providing improved services for customers and visitors, encouraging and enhancing businesses, and preserving historical and cultural assets. Follow them on Instagram for the latest and upcoming event information and become a member today by visiting their website, TonganoxieBusinessAssociation.com. Proud supporters of Chieftain Athletics.
The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission is committed to creating community through parks, people, and programs. And now, with their all-new activity center, the Tonganoxie Rec Commission can do even more. Tongi Rec understands the benefits reaped through recreation are endless. Tongi Rec has a long list of classes, activities, and programs for the young and young at heart. For program pricing and schedules, call 913-845-3502. Visit them at the all-new activity center at the Tonganoxie High West campus or go to tongirec.org.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Paola Vet Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown veterinarians who know and care about your family. We provide cutting-edge diagnostic services, digital radiology, ultrasound, and in-house same-day blood work, chiropractic, and reproductive services. Come in and see us at our new location here in Paola in the Industrial Park with indoor cattle and equine facilities complete with a hydraulic tip chute. With a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Hello, Forest States. This is Jay Hatfield with the Jay Hatfield Auto Group. We've been serving the 4 states area for over 29 years, and we now have 6 locations which offer Chevrolet, GMC, Ford, and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Each of our locations is operated by a J. Hatfield family member or managing partner. At J. Hatfield, we're here to earn your business and trust. We have approximately 300 pre-owned and 300 new vehicles in stock or on their way, and we're making deals. Come see us at J. Hatfield location today and let us make you part of the J. Hatfield family.
Midwest Chiropractic Center is a friendly and caring clinic providing comprehensive care for your chiropractic, rehabilitative, and fitness needs. Upon entering one of our offices, you are treated like family. The staff cares about your health, and their approach to care proves it. With 3 locations in Tonganoxie, Lansing, and Bonner Springs, plus some Saturday hours, Midwest Chiropractic Center is dedicated to offering affordable, gentle chiropractic care. Midwest Chiropractic Center, getting you back to active.
Family owned and operated Wizard of Paws is a 5th-generation business located in the heart of downtown Tonganoxie. The professionally trained staff takes pride in making every dog and cat look its best, whether it be to breed-specific trim or an adorable cute pet trim. Plus, their facility offers amenities and space that are doggone amazing. Call Wizard of Paws to make your appointment at 913-416-0255 or visit them at 406 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawstongi.com.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Back the S&S Body pregame show here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. We said it's homecoming. Everybody is coming home tonight. We're seeing a lot of new and familiar faces already come up saying hi to us. We appreciate everybody. The McWilliams family, Jackson and his folks are here in town. They just stopped by to say hi to us. So incredible to see everybody tonight. Should be a good one between the Braves and the Chieftains. Tonganoxie looking for their 3rd straight win. They get picked up win number 2 in a row last week against Paola, as we now get into last game's recap and analysis brought to you by the Tonganoxie Public Library. Why pay for downloadable audio books when you can stream them for free with a Tonganoxie library card? Download the Libby app or visit the library's website to learn more. As we are going to get into it here. And the Chieftains and the Panthers. Tongi started off with the ball. They were driving, were forced to punt. Second play. This is J.D. Troutman, a good sidestep up the middle, takes it to the house, 35-yard touchdown. Panthers would set the tone early in this one. Chieftains would put a good answer drive together. Good play there on 3rd and 8. Langford to find Todd Brown, and then Talon's going to run it here and turns that corner on the right side. Big gaping hole, nothing but green grass in front of him. 31-yard touchdown, his first of 3 rushing touchdowns he would have on the night. That ties us up at 7. Next play, batted up in the air. That was Tanner Hand that got a hand on it, and that is Brady Martin that scoops it in for the interception. Chieftain defense gets the stop. It would be a lot of handing it to 22 along that left side as they would just continue to march it down the field. Final minute in the first quarter. Tanner cuts it inside, gets some help from the big fellas up front, pushing them across. You can see there a couple of Panthers wrapping them up. Zach Fisher and company getting in there. Gavin Rhodes pushing them across. 14-7 Chieftains. Second quarter now. Tongi on another drive. Talon's going to run out of bounds here. You see that late contact there. It wasn't anything super egregious, but enough. When a quarterback's running out of bounds like that, you just got to put your hands up as the defenders. That would add on 15 more yards. Talon running through multiple Panthers that time as he gets into the end zone. And that would put the Chieftains up 21-7. Panthers looking for an answer here. Trying to stay in the game. A strike over the middle. And they find the receiver. It's Pinchneko that had a great game last week. And that's his first receiving touchdown there for 52 yards. Brings it back to a one-score game. Talon, pump fake down the middle. Nobody within 20, 25 yards of Jacob Marins. That's almost an exact replay of the play we have in our open last year when it was McGraw to Todd Brown. That time it's Langford to Marins. 28-13 Chieftains. Jasper Logan looking to pass again. That's big Tucker McGuire getting back there, bringing him down, and that would stall out the drive. Panthers with punt. Todd Brown, or Owen Schmidt, I should say, back to receive this one. Ends up muffing it. Panthers jump on top of it. This is coming in the final seconds of the second quarter. Kendall Smith says, hey, 1-4, I got you. Don't worry about it. Big sack there on first down. And again, this drive would stall. So now to the second half, still 28-13. Panthers got the ball to start the second half, and it was pretty clear. They gave it to J.D. Troutman, and they ran the ball all the way down the field. Second and 20, play Jasper Logan, another shot to Pacheco, 24 yards out, gets the foot down in the end zone. It's just like that. Panthers would again bring it to a one-score game. They went for two here, and he finds J.J. Crawford in the end zone there, 28-21. Chieftains again with the ball. Like we mentioned, they scored on 6 straight offensive possessions. Spoiler alert. Again, it was Tanner Hand. This is Brady Martin. Expect him to get a couple more carries here tonight. That was his best one of the evening. They hand it to 22 right up the middle there, off to the left side. Easy touchdown, 35-21, Chieftains. Now on the jet motion, hand it off, stretching it out. He's going to take a dive. That's Sander Mining, the X-Men for Paola, gets the pylon. And again, the Panthers, when it looks like the Chieftains are about to run away and put this one away, Paola able to answer with the score. Now into the fourth quarter, still one possession game. Talon Langford says, I'm going to change that right here. His second 31-yard rushing touchdown of the night. He had over 100 yards rushing and passing, as that was his big breakout game of 2024 to this point. Mark Geiger putting the wood down on the backfield on Jasper Logan. Big tackle for loss there. Chieftains would get the ball back. This is 4th and 12. They convert there. They'd be able to melt the clock away. Looking for Owen Schmidt just a little bit too high. So now this is the game for Paola. 4th and 11. Nearly picked off there for Brady Martin. Would have been his second. Paola wouldn't even burn any of their 3 timeouts. Victory formation for the Chieftains, and they would go on to win it 42-28. And that was a big game here at home because we had talked about they started the year, they dropped back-to-back games against Lewisburg and against Spring Hill. So they were still looking for that first league win, and they needed to really win that one because that was setting up where they had Bonner Springs this week, and then they had a couple more tough road games coming up. So that was a huge win at home last week for the Chieftain team, as we're going to keep it right here at Beatty Field again. We're just waiting for the coronation to get started. People starting to file in. They got the candidates out on the track right now, so we're just waiting for the green light, and we will turn our attention over there and start to get all that going. But here again, just while we're waiting here, partner, again, 42-28 win for the Chieftains last week. It was the big game for Talon Langford, and that was really the first game. I thought they were just going to start talking there for a minute. There's athletic director Josie Eastis, so I take it they're probably going to be starting things up here pretty soon. But just real quick, your thoughts last week for Talon. Over 100 yards passing, 100 yards rushing, 4 total touchdowns on the night, 3 rushing and 1 passing. That was by far his best game of this senior year.
Yeah, I think we termed it as his coming out party last week, and he was also the player of the game. So, yeah, we just want to see him to continue to develop. You know, his confidence level's just going up and up and up every week. So expect great things from him the rest of the season.
And when your quarterback's playing well, the offense tends to follow right behind you. 402 total yards of offense last week. The Chieftains just a little over doubled their largest point total of the season at that time. There was 20 back at Lewisburg. They scored 42 last week against Paola, and again, 6 touchdowns on 6 straight possessions after punting on that first drive. And they went 5 of 10, 50% on third down conversions last week.
That was a real Achilles heel for them earlier on in the season. They were running closer to that 35%.
Yeah, a little bit there again. Something you wanted to see boosted up. That's exactly what they did last week. So now they face a winless Bonner Springs team. Big loss on the road last week at Lewisburg, 57-8. It was really a game. It was over by halftime. Lewisburg had got on top early, and they just kept piling it on. Ended up winning 57-8. And again, we talked about trap game feeling a little bit earlier. You want the Chieftains to come out, and right away, I think you said it best. You want to see them come out, and you want to see them punch Bonner Springs right in the mouth and tell them you're not going to be hanging around for very long in this game. You want to set the tempo and put this game away. Don't let them try to hang around a little bit, maybe if it's a one-score game after the first quarter, because momentum is a real thing. And when a team really starts to believe in themselves, a lot of crazy things can happen. That's the one thing the Chieftains cannot afford to happen tonight. They want to come out on homecoming. Big crowd on hand here tonight. All the festivities throughout the week. They had the parade earlier today, so everything boding in favor of the Chieftains here tonight. So we'll see if they just come out and if they handle their business, and we'll move on the year to 3-2 over that big matchup in the Second edition of the official, what has now been dubbed the 8 Mile Showdown between the Chieftains and the Bobcats up in Basin-Linwood. Again, we're just waiting for the official green light whenever we have the candidates. Can we probably start showing the candidates over there as we'll bring the pregame show banner down just for a little bit. You can see everybody is just a little bit more over there as we get that figured in. There they are. There's everybody. Cannot wait to meet all the candidates, get to know some of their family, and of course see who is crowned king and queen. There's a nice little truck horn on the highway. Love that there. It should be any moment now. So again, we'll step aside here. We're not going to give any commentary on this. We're not going to talk over it. We're just going to let this coronation run. When they crown king and queen, we'll get right back into the SNS Body pregame show, and we'll start getting into some of our later details. We'll get into our player spotlight brought to you by Brothers Market, our starting lineups, and keys to the game, and of course, kickoff coming up here in just a little bit after the coronation on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
A special welcome goes out to all the Tonganoxie alumni who came back tonight to support our Tonganoxie Chieftains in their game against the Bonner Springs Braves.
Now, without further ado, it is time to present to you the Tonganoxie High School 2024 Homecoming Coronation candidates.
First tonight, we have Stella Bradley and Callum Langford. Stella is joined by her parents, Stacy and Ben Bradley. Stella has been involved in the following activities: Chieftain Stars Dance Team, FFA, SAD, Wrestling, Big Red, and Soccer. The teacher she would like to thank is Miss McCoy. Thank you for always being there for me when I needed somebody to talk to, and for making class so enjoyable. I'm so happy I got to have you for 3 years. You're truly the best. I'm going to miss you so much. After graduating, Stella plans to join the military to do dental assisting and later become a dental hygienist. To her parents, Stella says, "Thank you for being my biggest supporters, always encouraging me to do my best, and being there for me no matter what. I'm so grateful for everything you do for me."
Talon is joined by his parents, Kaylee Heilman and Tyler Langford. Talon's been involved in the following activities: football, basketball, and baseball. The teacher would like to thank is Mr. Harrell. He says he loves coming to his class to play card games. Thank you for always making me laugh and for making the best pancakes, Mr. Golden Spatula. After graduating, Talon plans to attend college and play sports. To his mom, dad, and grandparents, he says, "I appreciate you more than I can put into words. Thank you for allowing me to pursue the things I love. You encourage and inspire me to work hard and never give up. No matter what life throws at me, thank you for always living life to the fullest and reminding me everything happens for a reason. And never leave the room without saying, I love you. Love you, Mom and Dad."
Next, we have Taylor Brentz and Solomon Carter. Taylor is joined by her parents, Michelle and Larry Brentz. Taylor has been involved in the following activities: forensics, choir, band as drum major, cheer, SAD as secretary, and NHS. The teacher she would like to thank is Mr. Harrell. Whether it was on the stage or at a forensics tournament, thank you for helping me learn to win or lose with humor and grace, and for giving me a space where I belong. After graduating, Taylor plans to study nursing at KCC and KU, then specialize in sonography. To her parents, she says, "Thank you both for always being there for me. There have been really hard times in life, and I'm so thankful to have you both to help me. You're my biggest supporters, and I love you guys."
Solomon is joined by his parents, Emila and Daryl Schroeder. Solomon has been involved in the following activities: National Honor Society, Boy Scout as Eagle Scout, Student Council as President, Class President, Cross Country, Track, Scholars Bowl, Science Olympiad, and Debate. The teacher we would like to thank is Mr. Tolson. Thank you for being my coach, teacher, and mentor for 4 years. You have always been there to help motivate me every step of the way. I wouldn't be who I am today without you. After graduating, Solomon plans to run in college while majoring in software engineering. To his parents, he says, "Thank you for always being there to support me, even if it meant early mornings and late nights. You have pushed me to grow into my full potential and gave me my never give up mindset. I couldn't do everything that I do without your support and the skills you have taught me. I know what I can achieve thanks to you."
Next is Elena Edholm and Zach Fisher. Elena is joined by her parents, Ginger and Dan Edholm. Elena has been involved in the following activities: cross country, soccer, FCCLA, Big Red, Girls Letter Club, Yearbook, Student Ambassadors, NHS, Stuco, Foreign Cultures Club as Vice President, and SAD as Vice President. The teacher Elena would like to thank is Ms. Harrell. Thank you so much for supporting me through school and shaping me into a more confident version of myself. Throughout all of my 12 years of school, you have made the biggest impact on my life. You made me enjoy being in school and taught me to be myself. You are one of the kindest people I have ever met, and I'm so grateful to have you as my teacher. After graduating, she plans to attend KU to get her Bachelor of Science in Nursing, then plans to continue school to become a nurse practitioner. To her family, she says, "Thank you guys for always being there for me whenever I need anything. You have always been my biggest supporters. Thank you so much for everything you've taught me and for making me the person I am today. I love you guys so much."
Zach Fisher is joined by his parents, Amber and Brandon Fisher. Zach has been involved in the following activities: football, powerlifting, and golf. The teacher we'd like to thank is Jamie Falgren. Thank you for always being here for me. You have always been able to answer all my business questions I have. Thank you for being an amazing coach and for always being able to put a smile on my face. Thank you for all that you have done for me. After graduating, Zach plans on attending KCKCC for 2 years, then finishing his undergrad at KU, as well as attending Washburn University for law school. To his parents, he says, "Thank you guys for all that you have done for me. I wouldn't be here without the amazing support of you guys. You guys have pushed me to become a faithful Christian. I love you guys so much. Thank you, Mom and Dad."
Now we have Bailey Eigelhart and Todd Brown. Bailey is joined by her parents, Christina and Jason Eigelhart. Bailey has been involved in the following activities: volleyball, soccer, FBLA, SAD, FFA, Girls Letter Club, Big Red, yearbook, and student ambassadors. The teacher Bailey would like to thank is Mr. Jamie Falgren. "Thank you for dealing with me through the years. Whenever I have something on my mind that's annoying me or making me mad, thanks for always listening to me. Even though most of the time you aren't on my side, but we all need someone in our lives that's like that. Anyways, I couldn't appreciate you enough for your fun-loving character that you always bring to teaching." After graduating, she plans to attend either K-State or MSU to obtain a biology degree, and then to hopefully get into optometry school to become an optometrist. To her family, she says, "I would like to thank my parents for the support and graciousness throughout my high school experience. You guys have been there throughout all of my ups and downs of all things, from volleyball to homework assignments. Mom, you're one of the most selfless and caring people I will ever know, and it is such a blessing to have you on my side. Dad, you're definitely my biggest supporter, unless there's a Chiefs game, at every single volleyball match or soccer game. You have no idea how much that means to me. And to my grandparents, both here in Oklahoma, I am so lucky to have you all in my life, supporting me through it all."
Todd is joined by his mom, Danielle Brown, and his brother, Brantley Brown. Todd has been involved in following activities: track and football as a captain. The teacher we'd like to thank is Joshua Falgren. "Thank you for developing me into the receiver and making me who I am today." After graduating, Todd plans to go to college for construction management and then enter into general contracting. To his family, he says, "I want to thank these two for keeping me accountable and making me who I am today."
Now we have Macy Murray and Tanner Hand. Macy is joined by her parents, Katie and Eric Murray. Macy has been involved in the following activities: cross country, basketball, soccer, volleyball, and NHS. The staff member she would like to thank is Coach Loomis. "Thank you for always pushing me to do my best. That has helped me learn to push myself in many things, even outside of sports. You have helped me grow so much, not only as an athlete, but also as a person over these last 4 years." After graduating, Macy plans to attend K-State, where she will major in biomedical engineering. After receiving her bachelor's, she will then go to dental school. To her parents, she says, "Thank you for cheering me on and supporting me in reaching all of my goals. Thank you for shaping me into the person I am today and for teaching me to always be kind and friendly to everyone that I meet. Lastly, I thank you guys for always being in the stands at every single activity and making me feel like you're always proud of the things I do. I love you guys."
Tanner is joined by his parents, Angela Hamilton and Bobby Ham. Tanner is involved in following activities: wrestling, track, and football as a captain. The teacher we'd like to thank is Coach Bond. "Thank you for believing in my ability to play and pushing me to be my best every day. Thank you for putting in the time to right my wrongs and yelling at me when needed. You've always been my favorite coach, even though you yell a lot. You make a huge impact on the kids in the program. Thank you for the last 4 years." After graduating, Tanner plans to be a firefighter to help and serve the community. To his parents, he says, "I'd like to thank both my mom and dad for the care they have given me for the last 18 years. Thank you for the support through my athletic and academic career, and thank you guys for molding me into the young man I am today. Love you guys."
Next we have Gray Vanderwide and Emmett Cookham. Gray is joined by her parents, Linda and Brad Vanderwide. Gray has been involved in the following activities: volleyball, cross country, wrestling, soccer, and FFA. The teacher Gray would like to thank is Miss Tiroff, aka Drippy. I have loved having you as a teacher, coach, and friend. You're the strongest woman I know, both mentally and physically, and I cannot think of a better role model for young girls. You have made me the woman I am today. After graduating, she plans to attend K-State and major in nutrition and health, while also receiving a nursing degree through Wichita State. She then plans on becoming a nurse practitioner. To her parents, she says, "Thank you for always being here to support me. No matter what's going on, you always make sure that you come watch every game, match, or meet. And I am so beyond grateful for you. I don't know what I'd do without you. Love you."
Emmett is joined by his parents, Katie and Danielle Kirkham. Emmett has been involved in the following activities: wrestling, golf, baseball, cross country, and FFA. The teacher we'd like to thank is Mr. Maurer. Your class makes me want to come to school every day. Not only do I enjoy learning about all the things that make cars work, but I also enjoy just having a conversation with you. I've made a lot of memories in your class that I will cherish. Thank you, Mr. Maurer. After graduating, Emmett plans on attending Kansas State University to study engineering. To his friends and family, he says, "First, I'd like to thank all my friends for making my high school experience enjoyable. Second, I'd like to thank my younger siblings, grandparents, and the rest of my family for always cheering me on. Lastly, I'd like to thank my parents. You guys have taught me so much about life and have raised me to be the person I am today. Thank you all."
Finally, we have Kristen Wright and Houston Albert. Kristen is joined by her parents, Marilyn and Eric Wright. Kristen has been involved in the following activities: cheerleading as captain, powerlifting, track and field, Big Red as captain and cheer rep, Chieftains Singers, FBLA, SAD, Stuco, FCCLA, and flight school. The teacher she would like to thank is Miss No. Thank you for not only being my cheer coach, but also serving as a role model, for guiding me not just in cheer, but also in life lessons as well. I'm so grateful for all the time and effort you have invested in helping me grow as an individual. Thank you. After graduating, Kristen plans to attend the U.S. Naval Academy in Annapolis, Maryland, to pursue her dream of being an officer in the Navy. After graduating, she plans to train to be a fighter pilot in the Navy. To her parents, she says, "Thank you for your unwavering love and support throughout my life. Your love and encouragement have been my greatest source of strength and helped me navigate life's challenges. You showed me that taking risks and that failure is just a stepping stone to success. Thank you for always standing behind me and cheering me on. I love you."
Houston is joined by his parents, Aaron and Chris Albert. Houston has been involved in the following activities: cross country, track and field, and FCCLA as district president. The teacher we'd like to thank is Heather DeMaranville. Thank you for supporting me throughout high school and encouraging me to do great things. Thank you for making everything we do fun and rewarding. You are the glue that holds the school together. After graduating, Houston plans to attend KCKCC and get an associate's degree in applied science and then apply to nursing school. To his parents, he says, "Thank you for always being by my side and always being at all of my cross-country and track meets. I'm incredibly grateful for your support and everything you have done for me throughout the last 4 years."
Now it's time to announce your 2024 Homecoming King and Queen.
First, your homecoming king. Congratulations to Zach Fisher.
Finally, to your homecoming queen. Congratulations, Taylor Brents.
congratulations. The 2024 homecoming king in Queens, Zach Fisher and Taylor Brett. You know, Zach, he's not going to let his quarterback, he's not going to let him forget about that for a while. The senior over the quarterback and many others for the honors. Absolutely.
Shout out to those big fellas on the line.
There we go. Love it there. Okay, congratulations, Zach and Taylor, your 2024 Tonganoxie homecoming king in Queens of the Royal Court. Celebration will be tomorrow, of course. And just like that, we're going to be getting right back into our regularly scheduled stuff here. Again, you are watching the S&S Body pregame show on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at their website or give them a call at 913-369-3193. As the marching band will now make their way onto the field here. So right before that, we were just talking a little bit about this matchup tonight and how really this should be a very favorable matchup for Tonganoxie. Working with all the momentum on their side right now. Back-to-back wins and back-to-back weeks. And they're facing a Bonner Springs team, again, that is still looking for that first win of the season. And they have, it's been a rough one for Bonner. No doubt about it. So again, this should be a matchup tonight where I think about a year ago, I think I said if the score is anything less than about 35-0 going into halftime, I'm going to be a little disappointed. That's exactly what the Chieftains did. I think they actually did 6 or 7 points better than that a year ago. But you just feel like this game tonight, again, this is one that's going to be predicated on how the Chieftains come out and how they start that first offensive and defensive possession. If they get on defense first, if they force that 3 and out and they get the ball and they go down and score or vice versa, I think you're pretty much going to take the wind out of the sails of Bonner right out of the gate, and you're going to be cruising your way to a nice homecoming win.
Yeah, I think you're right, partner. And like we talked about, just don't overlook them. Come out, play some smash mouth football, and get on top and don't look back.
Yeah, so we're going to give some keys to the game and starting lineups and all that coming up just a little bit later on in the S&S Body pregame show. You're watching Chieftain football on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com. First State Bank and Trust is with you wherever you are with complete online banking. Cheering on the Chieftains once again? Why not pay your bills online? Waiting on your kiddos to get out of school? Seems like a good time to make a transfer. Or how about making a deposit from here? Back in the gym for another night? Why not get an e-statement while you cheer on Tongi? And of course, at First State Bank and Trust, you can always bank from right here. Come on in and see us and get your very own Chieftain card. To learn more about all the great ways to bank with First State Bank and Trust, go to firststateks.com. For more than 15 years, Lynch Real Estate has been a leader in the KC Metro.
Hi, I'm Dan Lynch with Lynch Real Estate, inviting you to come let us prove to you why Lynch Real Estate is a name you can always trust.
Dan and his team have built a reputation for unparalleled customer service and satisfaction by building lasting relationships. Learn more about Lynch Real Estate at lynchresidential.com or give them a call at 913-369-3000.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a high-end seller, I'm here to make it happen.
The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission is committed to creating community through parks, people, and programs. And now, with their all-new activity center, the Tonganoxie Rec Commission can do even more. Tongi Rec understands the benefits reaped through recreation are endless. Tongi Rec has a long list of classes, activities, and programs for the young and young at heart. For program pricing and schedules, call 913-845-3502. Visit them at the all-new activity center at the Tonganoxie High West Campus or go to tongirec.org.
I was hoping to talk to someone about updating my insurance policy.
I am able to understand complete sentences.
That was a complete sentence?
I didn't understand that.
Why can't I just talk to a person?
No one talks to humans anymore.
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
I hear you. Why don't we review your coverage with a super check?
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Tex Vandervoort in Tonganoxie today.
Community minded and community strong. That's what you get at Community National Bank in Tonganoxie. Community National offers big city amenities with the personalization of a small town bank. They make banking easy with a 24-hour on-site ATM and mobile app that allows you to bank from anywhere. They offer great options on loans, checking and savings accounts, CDs, safety deposit boxes, and more. Stop by and let their friendly staff serve you at 231 North Main Street in Tonganoxie. Community National Bank, proud supporters of Chieftain Athletics. Member FDIC.
Tonganoxie is the ideal location to start a business. That's why the Tonganoxie Business Association has strived towards a common goal of adding value to businesses and the community since 2015. They assist in providing improved services for customers and visitors, encouraging and enhancing businesses, and preserving historical and cultural assets. Follow them on Instagram for the latest and upcoming event information and become a member today by visiting their website, tonganoxiebusinessassociation.com. Proud supporters of Chieftain Athletics.
The same look and location of a classic drugstore with the services and supplies of a modern pharmacy. That's what you'll find at the Downtown Drug Store in Tonganoxie. Of course, Downtown Drug is the local choice for your prescriptions and health needs, but did you know they have the best selection of Tonganoxie Pride and Chieftain Game Day gear in town? And a whole lot more. Cards, gifts, home decor, and even the best way to satisfy that sweet tooth. The Downtown Drug Store. Call 913-369-3800 or visit them online at thedowntowndrugstore.com.
Fight song being performed by the THS Marching Chieftains, again led another year by Charles Van Middlesworth. We say it every time we talk about it, especially during basketball season with the pep band, but there's one of the overall best people in the Tonganoxie community. I mean, let alone teacher, instructor, coach, however you want to look at him, but just a ray of sunshine, just anywhere he goes with it. Can't help but smile.
Yeah, he really is. He's one of the nicest gentlemen you'll ever meet.
So we have a little bit of time here. Let's get into our player spotlight tonight, brought to you by Brothers Market, where they treat you like family. I'll give a couple for the Chieftains and a couple for the Braves. I think one tonight for Tonganoxie. Again, the expectation is that this is going to come out. This should be a high-scoring affair for the Chieftains-wise, and this is where we saw last year where it was Colton Bruce that came out, had a night, and then we saw Tanner Hand come in. That was our first glimpse of what we're seeing now here in 2024 with Tanner Hand. I think the same can be said tonight for Brady Martin. We saw a little bit of it last week against Paola. We've seen it building up for the first couple of weeks. He comes in and he just has he'll have a nice carry every now and then. You see flashes of that could be something. I think tonight, if everything goes according to plan, obviously I think we could see Brady Martin line up in that backfield a lot, and I think we could see him have a realistic shot to really get some solid carries in this game and carry some of the workload on his shoulders.
Yeah, no question. And like you said, partner, just about every year Tongi has a star running back with league honors and sometimes even state honors. So, and we've got a great running back coach and Cole. And I tell you what one to Cole Harwood. His last name?
Holloway.
Cole Holloway. Yeah, he was a star running back here, and now he's on the staff and he's coaching these young running backs, and he obviously he's familiar with this. Style of play and the playbook. So kudos to him.
Yeah, and for Brady, we've seen him many times in that student body formation, you like to call it. We see him; he can get some key blocks. He can open up some holes. Obviously, he can run the ball. He's dynamic on defense. He's a really good safety, but he's not afraid to crash into the box either and make contact on the run. I mean, we see him many times, especially in that Lansing game. I mean, there was close to about 3 or 4 either tackles right at the line of scrimmage or just for a minimal game or even for a tackle for loss. So he's got all the tools as Brady Martin, so expect him to have a big game tonight. As for Bonner, looking back at a couple of the main guys that they have returning from last year as far as offensive production goes, Leonard Fungasha, main returning piece a year ago for the Braves. He can be explosive in space, but Bonner's going to be getting the ball back to many that are going to be in the back. You're going to see formations the Braves side. They're going to sometimes have up to 3 or 4 different people in the backfield that under center, the quarterback Caldwell can turn around and try to hand it off to. They're going to try to use some motion to get things going, but other than that, as far as defense for the Chieftains, they can come out if your assignment's sound and you're ready to go. Again, kind of like what they faced last week with Paola. They lined up in different formations, and they can get the ball to a lot of different people. I think overall the defense did well with it. It's going to be the same test here tonight.
They just have to be assignment sound.
Yeah, so we'll see about that. Other one, Kane Smith, all-league honorable mentions last year as a linebacker for Bonner Springs. And he's just overall one of the better players on that Braves team. He's going to be one of the better athletes on this field tonight, too. So don't be surprised if we're calling Kane Smith a handful of times here tonight, making some plays either on offense or defense for Bonner Springs. So turn to the band and front of the student section, getting them riled up. I feel like we should just be getting to kickoff right about now. But
yeah, about 5 minutes.
Yeah, so 6:53 on the clock right now. The team is going to be welcome out running through the tunnel. We can see it over there. They got the fog machine kind of going. It's a little bit of a different aura tonight than we're used to seeing, but special nights like homecoming call for a little bit more special pregame routines as well. So the Chieftains will be welcomed onto the field here in just a little bit. While we have time, let's take a look at the starting lineups for Tonganoxie tonight. These are presented to you by Forever Fencing, your locally owned and top-rated fencing company in the Midwest. Go online for your free estimate today at www.foreverfencingkc.com. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I think that's the mindset they like here in Tonganoxie. Again, the big question going into last week, we knew TJ Leeper, after missing that Week 3 matchup at Lansing, was he going to play last week? He did. Gavin Rhodes, that was the other big question. He ended up playing as well, and how many times did we see him get into that secondary on the offensive line? You could tell he was hungry to make some contact after sitting out for a week. Both of them are ready to go for tonight. So Gavin back to his starting roles, offense and defense, as well as TJ Leeper last year for the Chieftains, earning firstly all-team honors on both the offense and the defensive lines, did TJ. So they are so happy to have him back here tonight along with Gavin, as the Chieftains are healthy coming into this matchup and hope to keep it that way down the stretch to the rest of the 2024 season. As the Braves come out onto the field, not a super big crowd coming out tonight, making the way from Bonner Springs, making the, what we want to call it, about 15-minute drive maybe here from Tonganoxie to Bonner Springs. Not too terrible.
About 10 minutes.
Yeah, 15, if even that. Chieftains starting to file into that tunnel, so they're going to be bursting out there in any moment.
We have parents wanting to
there we go.
get photos there, so
why not? Just like any other parents want to. They want to get their sons coming out of the tunnel. Senior year on homecoming.
Yes,
Chieftains are going to be, you're going to see it here in just a little bit, but rocking the all reds tonight. It's a tradition here in Tonganoxie. Senior night and on homecomings where they wear the all reds as the Chieftains make their way onto the field. A nice ovation of the packed stands on the home side here at Beatty Field. Getting ready for the opening coin toss to see how this one is going to get started. Again, this presentation tonight of Chieftain Athletics is presented by Kansas Insurance. They believe in taking time to issue personal care and attention to each individual client. To see how they can help you protect what matters most, call 913-369-6600. White lids, red jerseys, red pants, white socks. For everyone that's electing to go that route, white tights, white socks, whichever you prefer. Looks like, just looking out there, Jason Byrne, Owen Schmidt, and Miles Robbins going to be the three captains tonight for Tonganoxie as they're going to start making their way out towards midfield for the coin toss. I imagine if you're Tonganoxie, I think, again, if you win, do you defer and take your option to the second half? Or maybe do you want to get the ball, start out right out of the gates, maybe get that hot offense back out there to put up 42 a week ago and maybe try to get on the board first?
Well, I think you defer because until this game gets going, you don't know what you're going to have at halftime. So, yeah, I think if you win, you defer. If not, hopefully you can take it down and score on your first possession.
Kane Smith, Kyle Bland, and Hudson Razik, the three captains for the Braves tonight. Kyle Bland's another man, just they don't, I'm just realizing they don't have, oh, yes, they do. We're over here. He's a senior tonight for the Braves. Another guy that you're going to see in that backfield. They're going to try to be getting the ball into his hands. A lot tonight for Bonner Springs. An offense that has had a sluggish start last week against Lewisburg. They ended up punting the ball away on their first 5 straight offensive possessions against the Wildcats, and pick up their first down officially until close to about right before halftime.
Yeah, that makes it tough to stay in a game.
Now he's now players turning around, officials making the notes in the book, expecting him to make the announcement here to the home crowd. Looks like Tonganoxie has won the toss, and they're going to elect to receive.
There we go.
So we're going to see the Chieftains and the offense led by Talon Langford and Tanner Hannon company out on the field first. Mosh pit right near midfield. All right, and we can now officially say it is time for kickoff here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, brought to you by Lynch Real Estate, your hometown real estate company that will help you buy your home and make your real estate dreams come true. Visit Dan Lynch and his team today in Tonganoxie. We always have a little bit of time, partner. I always defer this over to you. Our keys of the game tonight brought to you by First Security Bank. Stop by and meet their friendly staff today at 415 Stone Creek Drive. First Security Bank, proud supporters of Chieftain Athletics.
I think the keys to the game is continued development of Talon Langford in that quarterback spot. Obviously, we talked about this trap game quite often. You want to get out to a quick start, and that's probably why the Chieftains took this ball. Even though they won the toss, they want to get up on Bonner quickly. I think that's a good strategy, and as long as they don't turn the ball over and make silly mistakes, they should get a W tonight.
They get the win. It'll be their third straight win after starting the season 0-2, and that would move the record up to 2-2 in league play. Todd Brown ready to return his kick alongside Alex Stevens, a pair of seniors for the Chieftains. And teeing it up for the Braves at their own 40-yard line, taking a couple of steps back, ready to boot this one into the air. As we're getting started here, beautiful October night, low 70s at kickoff.
75 at kickoff, going into the mid-70s in the fourth quarter.
All just straight toe kick, and Brady Martin bobbled it, now takes it. He's going to try to run it up the middle, runs over a Bonner Spring Braves at the 30, takes it forward for about an extra yard or two, and that's where the offense will start out for Talon Langford and company. Again, his big breakout game last week for Tonganoxie, over 100 yards rushing and passing, 4 total touchdowns, 3 of them on the ground, 1 of them through the air.
Yeah, we have just a 5-mile-an-hour breeze out of the east-northeast, which should not be a factor tonight.
Talon's going to send Todd Brown in motion. They're going to hand it to him, trying to stretch on that right side, avoiding a couple of tacklers, wrapped up around the shoelaces and brought down for a fairly small gain on first down.
Todd Brown, the ball carrier.
That one just giving him a couple there. Not a bad start on defense if you're Bonner Springs, getting the minimal gain on first down.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 now, 2-by-1 set, 2 receivers to the near side. Handoff, Tanner Hand leading the way, following his blockers, shaking off a couple Braves defenders, getting close to that line to gain. They might mark him just about a yard short, but a good gain on 2nd and 8.
22, Tanner Hand, the ball carrier. Brought down by number 9, Kyle Blancs. Gain of 7 brings
and a good push on the offensive line that time. Chieftains going up-tempo here, getting right to the line, snapping it, and again, right back to Tanner Hand as he will pick up the first down.
Number 22, Hand, the ball carrier.
And we'll keep this drive alive.
It's brought down by number 4, Kane Smith.
Kane Smith again in on the stop for Bonner.
Plays good enough for a Chieftain first down.
So again, we see the Chieftains continue to get better and better at that third down conversion through the first 3 weeks, just around 35%. They went 50% last week, and now 1 for 1 so far tonight, and another solid run on first down here to put them in Bonner Springs territory for the first time this evening.
About a gain of 7, looks like.
That's just exactly what you wanted to see. Chieftains not going through the air yet. They're keeping it all on the ground so far, riding that heavy rushing attack they had last week, over 300 yards rushing.
Gain of 6 brings up 2nd and 4.
As you got Tanner Hand in the backfield once again. This time Talon's going to go play action. He's going to look for Todd Brown, trying to get behind a defender, and he does! Touchdown! Tonganoxie!
Nice catch, but really well thrown by Talon there. Dropped a dime in there.
Yes, he did. 49 yards to cap off a perfect opening drive for the Chieftains as they get on 6-0. And you just kind of felt it with how much they were running the ball. You were just kind of waiting for Bonner to start to creep in a little bit, getting a little bit light in that secondary. And the speedster Todd Brown got around his man. Extra point from the freshman Cody Lobb is good, making it a 7-0 Tonganoxie lead. Todd Brown got around his man Nathaniel Days, number 12 for the Braves, a senior. Just could not keep up with the speed as he reels it in. Only one pass that entire drive. It was a 49-yard bomb. Talon Langford to Todd Brown, and that is how we get things started here, a special homecoming edition of Tonganoxie Sports Live.
First State Bank and Trust is with you wherever you are with complete online banking. Cheering on the Chieftains once again? Why not pay your bills online? Waiting on your kiddos to get out of school? Seems like a good time to make a transfer. Or how about making a deposit from here? Back in the gym for another night? Why not get an e-statement while you cheer on Tongi? And of course, at First State Bank and Trust, you can always bank from right here. Come on in and see us and get your very own Chieftain card. To learn more about all the great ways to bank with First State Bank and Trust, go to firststateks.com.
Could not ask for a better start if you're the Chieftains. They will convert on a third down, keeping that drive alive to set up the 49-yard touchdown pass, Talon Langford to Todd Brown.
Live ball.
And Brave comes up and collects it near the last second. Chieftains wrangle him over out of bounds. Bonner will take over inside their own 20-yard line. Led this year by the quarterback. Why am I blanking on his name? I'm looking right at the roster. Dalton Caldwell, number 13. I don't know why that took me so long. Sorry about that. Quarterback junior filling in for Kalen Strite, the quarterback last year for the Braves, one of the more tremendous athletes we've seen over at Bonner Springs High School over the years, and it has not been pretty so far, the 2024 campaign for Bonner Springs. Winless, coming off a 1-8 year last year, including 0-6 in league play. And they got swamped at Lewisburg last week, 58-7. Good run out of the gate, end over end. Coming in on the tackle to cut down Kane Smith. As a Chieftain defender just came in like a missile.
That was a good hit right there.
Gain of 3 brings up second down and 7 from their own 24.
I believe that was Marenzo was the one that got in there and got the big hit.
Yes, it is.
Just 2 yards on the carry for Smith. 2nd and 8 upcoming. Down the run here for the Braves, trying to go on that right side, and a couple of Chieftains able to stop him. Tucker McGuire in on the stop alongside Brady Martin. Featured in our player spotlight earlier, brought to you by Brothers Market.
Tackled by number 12, Brady Martin.
He's going to get credit for the tackle there. McGuire able to help clean it up near the end.
Still brings up 3rd down and 7.
And maybe just getting back to the line of scrimmage, but nothing more.
See if the Braves will choose to keep it on the ground here. They got that. Yeah, it looks like they're lining up in an I formation.
Caldwell's going to look to pass, fires it over the middle, and deflected in the air for a moment by Kane Smith, but it falls down incomplete. And looks like the punting unit will be coming on for the Braves as they'll go 3 and out on the first possession.
4th down and 7.
Again, exactly how you wanted this game to start.
Absolutely.
If you were Tonganoxie, you get the opening drive touchdown and you force the 3 and out on defense.
Well, obviously the coaches have them well prepared for this game. They're not looking past them for sure.
Schmidt to return this one, and I should have gotten the memo to update the flag graphic because it looks like we are rolling with pink flags tonight. Nonetheless, a flag down on the field is right as Owen caught it. Let's see what the official call will be. So I didn't see a indication. Well,
they must have picked it up.
Yeah, so. All right, second drive here for the Chieftains. Now whistles will blow along that far side, and it will be Bonner that's going to take the first time out here.
They only had 10 men on the field.
It's something that's over on the coach's side. Got to find a way to just not commit those. So while we have time here, let's get a little bit of History 101 here tonight, brought to you by Kansas City, Kansas Community College, the official higher education partner of Tonganoxie Sports Live. So yeah, this is the 53rd all-time meeting between these two teams tonight, and these are all coming from Kansas high school football history. So there could be more out there that happened years and years and years ago, but 53rd all-time meeting, at least according to the documents. Bonner Springs leading the all-time series 28, 21, and 3. So there's been 3 ties in this Long-standing beat between these two. First game was back in 1912. It was a 59-0 win for Bonner Springs. In that game, they dominated the vast majority of the games early in this matchup with the Chieftains. Tonganoxie has gotten the better of them recently as they have won the last 6 matchups in a row, dating back to right here on this field in 2017. Quick throw down the line to Todd Brown as he's going to try to make his way up the sideline, still going. Able to walk the tightrope there a little bit with a Brave draped around his back again. That was Days who just gave up the touchdown on the last possession. And I'm going to say Todd got all 10 yards there. An easy first down picked up. Not a bad night so far for Todd Brown. 2 receptions, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
Trying to get the chain straightened out, I think.
Yeah, it's just an official's timeout that was called down on the field.
Well, they don't have, yeah. I guess, yeah, now they're moving the chains.
So they got the line to gain marker on the home sideline. That got situated early, but a little extra time needed for the chains. Now a handoff to Tanner Hand along that right side. Penalty flag comes down. Into a cloud of dust he goes. And let's see our first official penalty of the game, what it will be.
Offense.
Calling holding there on Cale Dye for the Chieftains. I'll back him up.
They got 1st and 20.
That's something that we saw stall out that opening drive last week against Paola. Chieftains were marching, had a big play, a 40-plus yards taken off the field on an offensive holding call that they were not able to overcome. Design quarterback keeper for Talon. Nice little stiff arm there. Luck kept alive. He takes it close past the 45-yard line.
Number 4, Langford, the ball carrier.
Not sure you're super comfortable seeing your quarterback going out there and taking some of those big hits like he was doing, but we know with Talon, he is feeling strong, he's feeling healthy, and he is a fast physical runner when he gets going with that ball.
Yeah, he's just a really good athlete.
Plays basketball and baseball as well. Looks like a Brave mate came across early, and I think the officials are going to agree, so they're going to blow this play dead, and that'll be a free 5 yards granted over to Tonganoxie.
Offsides on the Braves.
Get back some of those penalty yards they just gave up with that hold.
Chieftains after the penalty.
Back to the original marker. 2nd and 12. Another play action. Talon again looking on that left side. This time looking for Jacob Marins. A couple of defenders in the area, and a flag comes in. So our 3rd penalty on this possession alone, and again, it looks like it's going to be on the fault of Bonner Springs. So they had the double team coverage there on Jacob Marins. Flag coming in almost nearly immediately as that ball arrived.
Pass interference on the Braves.
Obviously, 15-yard penalty, not a spot foul here at the high school level. So even though the Chieftains were set back 1st and 20 on that holding penalty, now 20 penalty yards later for the Braves, we'll give them a fresh set of downs at the Bonner Springs 22-yard line.
On the 22.
3rd official play here. It's a handoff to Brady Martin. Cutting it back up near the middle, getting close to the 10-yard line. And again, Gavin Rocha is pancake blocking somebody all the way up near the goal line. Love to see his aggressiveness and his tenacity just to get up to that 2nd level. He's like a kid in a candy shop. He loves getting up there.
Well, and you know those defensive backs' eyes get big when they see him coming at them.
Another run on the ground. This time it's Langford now trying to peel back and just trying to play a game of keep away right now. And now they will stop him. He still kept going forward. Chieftains say touchdown, and the officials are saying it as well.
Wow.
Somehow.
What an effort there by Langford.
Oh, my goodness. Looked like he was dead in his tracks at the 5-yard line. Instead, somehow weaved his way through enough Bonner Springs defenders and gets into pay dirt.
Yeah, when he cut that back against the grain, he was able to break the plane.
I don't know how he just did that. I really don't. I am speechless right now. He probably should have been stopped and tackled at least 2 or 3 times on that scramble. About 11 yards out, looks like. Officials were talking about something there for a moment. Now Cody Loud comes on for another extra point try. Made his first one earlier. Young freshman has settled in nicely, filling in for Jackson McWilliams, a longtime kicker for the Chieftains, graduating last year. 2 for 2 so far on the night for PATs, and 2 for 2 on the night on touchdowns are the Chieftains. This time it's Talon Langford rushing it, his 4th rushing touchdown in a 2-game span here at Beatty Field, and it's still just under 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Chieftains in front early, 14-0.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with the Jay Hatfield Auto Group. We've been serving the Four States area for over 29 years, and we now have 6 locations which offer Chevrolet, GMC, Ford, and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Each of our locations is operated by a Jay Hatfield family member or managing partner. At Jay Hatfield, we're here to earn your business and trust. We have approximately 300 pre-owned and 300 new vehicles in stock or on their way, and we're making deals. Come see us at Jay Hatfield location today and let us make you part of the Jay Hatfield family.
And one of the more sensational touchdown runs we will probably see from Talon Langford tonight. Again, you can tack some poor tackling there on the Braves, no doubt, but give Talon a lot of credit for somehow in very minimal space keeping that
goes out of
alive.
bounds.
Yep, that's going to be a kick out of bounds. That'll be another penalty there for the Chieftains. More yardage given over to Bonner Springs. And still got a freshman kicker out there trying to learn his way. He'll have his ups and downs, but so far
he's been solid on the year.
He's been solid. They haven't brought him on for any field goal attempts, at least yet. The past couple times when we've asked Coach Troyer about, is there ever a situation when you're out there? And right now he's saying not exactly comfortable sending him out there for a field goal try as of this point. Now maybe from the right range, maybe we can see, but right now primarily focusing on kickoffs and for extra points.
They're going to make them re-kick, it looks like. That's Bonner Springs is.
Want to try to move them back a little bit. Nope, now they have the ball set, so okay. The kickoff team was back out on the field for the Chieftains. The Braves instead are just going to take the penalty yardage and are going to set up at their own 35-yard line. On 3 and out on the last possessions, kind of that same pattern like we've seen. They like to run it on 1st and 2nd down, fall behind the sticks a little bit, have to pass on 3rd down. Man in motion, it's going to be a handoff on that left side. Pretty good run here, getting right near the 1st down marker, and they might give him all 10 here on this run. That's Kyle Blondes again. Like we mentioned, another solid athlete for the Braves, and he does pick up all 10 yards on that one carry.
Gain of 10, good enough for a Braves first down. They're on 45-yard line.
Our first down tonight. Go ahead and take it next door. Just next door to the PA announcers. Another 1st and 10 play here for the Braves. Again, they keep it on the ground, up the middle. Still a fairly decent gain on 1st down, and Tanner Hand coming up a little bit gimpy. Maybe getting into the mix there on the tackle. Hope everything is okay with him.
Gain of 3 brings up 2nd down and 7.
Second and 7 again. Trying to attack up to the middle. Chieftain defense starting to bow up a little bit. Stopping him just right at the line of scrimmage. Miles Robbins, among others, in on the stop for Tonganoxie.
Might have gave him a yard, but not much.
Number 23, Devin Donnell, the ball carrier for the Braves. With 5 yards to go, it's third down.
Third down and 5. Braves 0 for 1 so far on third downs. Could be a big one here potentially.
It's going to be fourth down.
Decision time here for Bonner in Tonganoxie territory. And going to be looking close to about a 4th and 2.
I would expect them to go for it down 2 scores.
Goble coming out for the Chieftains, and Bonner is sticking out there. A long 4th down and 1. They're just going to try to take it up the middle. Good push from the lineman of Bonner Springs, and they're going to pick up that first down. Just that nice little keeper up the middle. That Tonganoxie defensive front pushed back a little bit, and another first down picked up here for Bonner.
Good enough for a Braves first down. At the Chieftain 44.
Looking like a pretty good drive starting up here. Maybe this could be a big momentum build up for the Braves. And went 3 and out. First 5 possessions last week against Lewisburg. Now Caldwell initially to pass will just take off and run, gets close to the 40-yard line, taken down at the 41.
Tackle run around number 12, Brady Martin.
Brady Martin again in on the stop. Always flying around looking for contact is Brady Martin on that defense for the Chieftains. Just that kind of defender that Coach Bond really loves to work with how versatile that he is, too. He can get out in coverage, he can come down, defend the run on the outside edges, too. Not afraid of contact either. Dude's a warrior. Another chance to pass here, and another run for Caldwell. He gets tripped up, but not before he picks up a first down.
Like a quarterback draw.
Number 13, Caldwell, the quarterback keeper. Tackled by number 23, Owen Robbins.
And a very formidable drive forming here for Bonner Springs.
You know, you got to figure this is 4-down territory for Bonner, being down 2 scores. So Chieftains are going to get them off the field. They're going to have to hold them on 4 downs.
Another run, another good hole. Avoids one tackler, has slung down right around the 25-yard line, getting closer and closer to the red area.
Tackle by number 23, Owen Robbins.
Robbins again in on the stop for Tonganoxie. This is something that for Bonner Springs fans and their opponents that they have played, this is something that you do traditionally not see very much from Bonner. One of their best drives that they've had of the year. Another handoff sticking on that right side, almost broke away. Shoestring tackle brings him down. Owen Schmidt in on the stop. That time Akiri Prince, Davian Donnell.
23 Devin Donnell, the ball carrier. He's tackled by number 14, Owen Schmidt.
That's the thing. I mean, you can hand it off. Kane Smith's had a couple. Bland's had a couple. Caldwell seen take off and run. That time you saw Davian Donnell take off and run with it. Again, many different Braves are going to be given the football and are going to be chosen to run with it.
Yeah, there were 3 running backs lined up in the backfield. Now they're going to go with 2 backs and a slot.
And again, a handoff. Running right at Brady Martin, but still just needed about a yard and able to get that and convert another first down.
Yardage is good enough for a Braves first down at the Chieftain 19.
teams have it cooking and chewing up some clock as well.
Oh, yeah.
Getting close to a minute and a half remaining in the first quarter. 3 in the backfield. Caldwell under center. Hand it off again, attacking that right side. Flag does come down. It looks like another handoff to Davian Donnell.
Number 23, Davian Donnell, the ball carrier for the Braves.
Let's see, try to take care of what this flag is on the field. Could be a potential drive killer for the Braves if it ends up being on them, as they have just been humming right down the field. And it will be against Bonner, a legal formation.
Yeah, I didn't think that player lined up in the slot was in the right position.
That just backs him up 5 yards, so 1st and 15. And let's see if Bonner put together a really nice drive, can overcome that penalty and try to punch it in to score.
Yeah, but when you're struggling on offense, you don't like your offense to be behind the sticks.
For sure. A run, right side. Can't make a man miss. And Brady Martin all over David Donnell on that carry.
Yeah, Brady did a good job of fighting off the initial block and getting to the ball carrier. Nice defensive play there by Brady.
22-yard line.
We're coming in 10-plus plays on this drive right now for Bonner. Still a bit of ways to go. 2nd and 13. They can use a big play coming up here soon. Caldwell back to pass again, looking to that left side. He's going to fling it. Chieftain in coverage and brings it in. It's a Tonganoxie interception.
Who got that?
They're going to mark him out at the 1-yard line.
Is that Todd Brown?
It's Jacob Marins.
Jacob Marins
coming in on the stop. And a drive that was looking so promising for Bonner Springs is not, as it ends in an interception and get behind the sticks again, likely fizzling out that drive, and ends in a Jacob Marins interception for Tonganoxie as they will take over.
And that interception was in the end zone, so it's a touchback, and the Chieftains will get the ball at the 20 to start this drive.
Offense over. Been a little bit since they've been last on the field. 3rd possession in this first quarter. Maybe time for a play here before we take it to the 2nd. And a solid run here with Brady Martin. Feel like pretty spot on with that player spotlight in our pregame show. We said that this could be a game where he's going to be featured heavily.
No question.
Had a couple of tackles on that last defensive drive. It gets the carry here. Good for 9 yards.
Well, we saw Tanner Hand come off limping a little bit, so we're hoping he's okay.
Yeah, we're going to continue to keep an eye on that. Chieftains, maybe we're trying to line up to get one more off in the first quarter, but they're not going to be able to do it. 2nd and 1 coming up on the other side as we head into the second quarter. 1 down, 3 to go here at Beatty Field.
Hi, do you offer insurance bundling?
Enter authentication code to start transaction.
Where would I get the code?
Please enter code.
Okay. Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Wrong.
Let's talk about bundling and see if there are other ways for you to save with a super check.
That sounds great.
Here, take a look.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Tex Vandervoort in Tonganoxie today.
First State Bank and Trust is with you wherever you are with complete online banking. Cheering on the Chieftains once again? Why not pay your bills online? Waiting on your kiddos to get out of school? Seems like a good time to make a transfer. Or how about making a deposit from here? Back in the gym for another night? Why not get an e-statement while you cheer on Tongi? And of course, at First State Bank and Trust, you can always bank from right here. Come on in and see us and get your very own Chieftain card. To learn more about all the great ways to bank with First State Bank and Trust, go to firststateks.com.
Coming out first play in the second quarter here. Chieftains just needing a yard to keep it on the ground and enough to pick it up and move the sticks. And again, Brady Martin getting the carry. So good news because you're just now joining us. We had mentioned Tanner Hand. He came up a little bit gimpy after a defensive play We've seen Brady Martin get the carries, but Tanner now making his way back out onto the field. He's in the backfield alongside Talon Langford. Brady Martin able to get the couple extra yards, picking up that first down for Tonganoxie. Talon roll out and a throw near back over to the middle. Sliding grab Brady right at midfield. And another one brought in by Todd Brown as that connection between 4 and 5 really starting to heat up.
Yeah, we're talking about that development of Talon Langford. He's 2 for 2 with a 41-yard touchdown. Pretty good start.
Yeah, not terrible.
Comes number 3. Well, he's going to pull it down and run, looks like.
And make a man miss. Good stiff arm. Monkey rolls. Still able to pick up positive yards on the play that time for Talon Langford. They need to fix that left shoulder pad.
Well, see, that's another thing about that development. You know, in the first game of this year, he might have thrown that into coverage, but he pulled it down and at least made a positive play there. So another good sign for Talon.
And I'm really glad you brought that up, too, because that was the other thing that people might tend to forget if this is kind of one of their first years of tuning into us here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Is Talon missed all of last year with that knee injury. He hadn't started a varsity football game before this season until 2022. So it took him a couple of tune-up games to really find his groove, and he gets this one out to Jacob Marin's. Good run after catch. Taking it up to the 35-yard line. That's getting the development not only of Talon Langford, but many on this Chieftain offense and this Chieftain team. I think they're really starting to settle into the team that everybody thought they were coming into this season.
Yep.
Good enough for a Chieftain first down at the Braves 35.
Another 5 yards going to be given here. Bonner Brave, that right in coming across just too early.
It'll bring up a 1st and 5.
Free 5 yards for Chieftain, 1st and 5 upcoming here. As we saw Marins get the interception last time out. He's got the good reception here. It was, of all the receptions made last week, 8 completions for Talon Langford and 6 of them to Todd Brown, 2 to Jacob Marins. He's keeping the trend the same year tonight. It's Todd
Nice
Brown
cut.
this time on the jet sweep. Able to avoid a couple of tacklers, and that 5-yard penalty costly there, as that will be enough to give the Chieftains a first down. Needed 5, got 6.
Number 5, Todd Brown, the ball carrier for the Chieftains. Brought down by number 9, Kyle Blonds.
Blonds again in on the stop for Bonner. Chieftains getting right to the line here, wanting to keep it going. 2-by-2 set. Tanner Hand to the right hip of Talon Langford in the backfield. Calls for the snap, fakes it to Tanner, looking to his right. He's going to take a shot to the end zone, looking for Owen Schmidt. Going up for it, and it goes incomplete on the 50-50 ball. Good coverage from Eric Hall Jr.
Yeah, that was really good coverage by the Chieftains there, by the Braves there.
Number 25, Eric Hall Jr. in coverage for the Braves.
First incompletion tonight for Talon. He was 4 for 4 for that incompletion. Don't mind the shot there on 1st and 10, taking it to the end zone and to Owen Schmidt, who he's been quiet for the past couple of games.
The thing that I like about that throw is he put it the only place where his receiver could catch it or it was going to be incomplete. It really wasn't a 50-50 ball.
Owen and Todd Brown to the right, but it goes to Tanner Hand up the middle. Got through the first wave and initially brought down again by Blondes.
22, Tanner Hand, the ball carrier for the Chieftains.
And I think maybe just a yard or two short.
Yeah, when your safety, one of your safeties is your leading tackler, that's not a good sign.
Tanner Hand again, big hole on that left side. Turn on the after boosters, drags a Bonner Brave in with him for the touchdown. That was Corey Williams that may just got taken on a little bit of a ride there as Tanner marched his way into the end zone.
On the kick, extra point for the Chieftains, number 44, Cody Bob.
Another extra point, good work, Cody. 17-yard touchdown run. on the ground by Tanner Hand. And it's 3 drives, 3 touchdowns for this Tonganoxie offense. Up big on homecoming right here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Midwest Chiropractic Center is a friendly and caring clinic providing comprehensive care for your chiropractic, rehabilitative, and fitness needs. Upon entering one of our offices, you are treated like family. The staff cares about your health, and their approach to care proves it. With 3 locations in Tonganoxie, Lansing, and Bonner Springs, plus some Saturday hours, Midwest Chiropractic Center is dedicated to offering affordable, gentle chiropractic care. Midwest Chiropractic Center, getting you back to active.
Chieftains number 44, Cody Lobb. Back to return for the Braves, number 9.
Good 8 plays on that drive for the Chieftains, and a 17-yard touchdown run for Tanner Hand, his first of the night. As Lobb kicks this one away again. A couple of Braves in the area, bobbled in. It was on the turf for a second. Going backwards, now starting to get back up the field. And all things considered there for Jaden Bird, not so bad. What could have potentially been a disastrous turnover for Bonner Springs. Instead, they will keep possession. We'll set up another drive. So we saw it last time out on offense. I think they really were starting to get something together. They were marking their way down the field. It was just bit by bit. It was like a death by 1,000 paper cuts until the 5-yard penalty, illegal formation. Next play, or a few plays later, they go for the big pass, and it was intercepted by Jacob Marenz. And now, looking up at that scoreboard right now, down by 3 scores with still 8:53 to play here in the second quarter. How will they respond here on this drive? They punted on the first possession, then the interception on their second. Again, they start with a run, able to break through the first level and squirt his way through. Modest gain for Kane Smith.
Gain of 6 brings up second down and 4. 29-yard line.
Carry gain of 6. Again, about exactly what you're wanting if you're Bonner. These chunk plays, 4-6 yards a carry, like they were about doing on that last drive. Not too bad. This time going nowhere. McGuire stripped it loose there at the end. It was him and Jason Byrne in on that collective stop for Tonganoxie.
Yeah, he tried to strip it out of there, too.
The ball carrier for the Braves. Brought down to number 58, Tucker McGuire, and number 7, Jason Byrne.
Byrne was the first one there, wrapped him up around the waist, and Tucker came in. Too bad knee was just down because he came in and stripped that ball loose.
With 4 yards to go, it's third down.
No gain, 3rd down and 4, 3 in the backfield. Caldwell under center. Back to pass, gets it out quickly, has his man bobbled in the air and comes away with it. Up to the 40-yard line. Looked like it could have been a potential interception.
Yeah, I think that was definitely a 50-50 ball.
Caldwell's pass complete to number 8, Devin Fleischer.
Devin Fleischer
Tackled by number 5.
gets it there.
You know, I think Todd thought he had the interception. And
I think so, too. I mean, I don't blame him.
Yeah, and it popped up, and the Bonner player able to corral it.
Our first down here for Bonner. Again, keep it on the ground. Chieftains driving backwards. Again, small gain on first down. 2nd and long coming up.
Number 23, Devin Donnell, the ball carrier for the Braves.
So far for Bonner tonight, 2 of 4 on 3rd down conversions. He has 2nd and 8 upcoming. Looking for positive yards here, either pick it all up or at least set up a 3rd and short play, keeping his drive alive. Caldwell right up the gut, bowling his way through, almost was not touched. Going through the first level and gets right at the sticks and picks up an extra yard.
Number 9, Blondes, the ball carrier.
That's Blondes again, got the carry.
Yardage is good enough for a brace first down. At the Chieftains' 49-yard line.
A couple of, we're going to see 3 flags come down. I wish the officials would have coordinated. We got 1 pink flag and 2 yellow flags.
Yeah.
So either, let's get a full buy-in here, gentlemen, but see who moved first, and it's going to be the Chieftains. The encroachment and 5 yards will be given.
Encroachment on the Chieftains.
3 penalties, 30 penalty yards tonight for Tonganoxie. First and 10, now moves to first and 5 for Bonner Springs.
They're really in no hurry to get things going here either.
Which is a bit surprising to me at this point. Now under 6 to go till half, and you're down by 3 scores. They're going at their pace right now. What works? Caldwell again up the middle, plenty of space. We've seen him do that a couple of times tonight.
Number 13, Dalton Caldwell, on the quarterback keeper.
Yeah, it was a design quarterback draw right there.
First and 10, Graves, 34-yard line.
It's been there for Caldwell a couple of times tonight. Picks up another good chunk there. First and 10 coming up from the Tonganoxie 34-yard line. This is a Braves team that through 4 weeks, the halfway mark of the regular season, has been outscored 211-8.
Oh, wow.
They go up the middle that time. Defense a little more prepared for it, driving them back. Only a yard gain there for Blands.
Number 9, Blondes, the ball carrier.
Yes, they went 3 weeks in the season scoreless through the first 3 weeks of the season. They didn't score until near the end of the fourth quarter last week in Lewisburg. That's over 15 quarters of scoreless football.
Wow.
Gain of 1, 7 down and 9, 33-yard
That's a
line.
tough year. And it's only half over.
Second and 9 play, another run. Yeah, they just continue to chuck away a little bit here, piece by piece. Another run on the ground by King Smith.
Brought down by number 7, Jason Byrne. With 7 yards to go, it's third down.
Our third down chance here. Again, Bonner 2 for 4 so far on the night. Defense looking to get the stop here, potentially force them off the field, or I guess more likely at this point in Chieftain territory, down 3 scores. I guess you can call the rest of the game here 4 down territory for Bonner.
Yeah, definitely if it's in the positive yardage.
Try to go up the middle again. Chieftain defense keeps him just to about a yard or 2 gain. So we're looking at about a 4th and 5 going to be upcoming.
Tackled by number 25, Joel Murray.
And again, not even thinking about the punting unit here. They're going to stay on for a 4th and 5 try. Are 1 for 1 on 4th down so far, so they do have that in their favor.
To go. It's 4th down.
Calling it 4th and 6. That's a long, more to about a 4th and 5 coming up. So the play clock was winding down at 1.
They ran it clear down. Well, I'm telling you.
Now they call a timeout here. 2 minutes, 53 seconds still to go.
They just want to keep the Chieftain offense off the field. That's exactly what it is.
Got one to try to give him a shot here a little bit later on. So Bonner now down to their last timeout here. And Chieftain Athletics tonight is brought to you by Crookham Construction, performing a wide variety of concrete construction and special project services throughout the area. They're hardworking people with small town family values. Find more information at crookhamconstruction.com. Watching a special homecoming edition of Tonganoxie Sports Live. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan on the call with you tonight. That everybody could tune in and join us on what has been another beautiful Friday night here. We're I know we're talking about we're excited for a little bit later in October, and we start to get to the playoff push in November, or maybe starting to show up in our hoodies for broadcast, but it's still a beautiful night here. I'm not going to complain a single bit. We're close to about 74, 75 degrees around kickoff tonight. Sun has completely set. Dark skies completely under the Friday night lights here at Beatty Field. Good crowd on hand here. Seeing the home team up by 3 touchdowns. And now the Braves in Chieftain territory face a 4th and 5. Looking to convert here, roll out. We'll get rid of it. It is caught, and it is complete. A first down's going to be picked up here. The man sent in motion, the one that brings it in, David Donnell. That's exactly what the Braves needed there. Now 2 for 2 on 4th down conversions.
Good enough for a Braves first down. 23-yard line.
Always love the foot traffic that comes in during the games. Needed 5, got 7 there. 1st and 10 for the Braves. Plenty of space, tripped up. Once again, Jacob Morenz getting in on the stop again. They called the number 23 Prince David Donnell, the sophomore running back and linebacker for Bonner. Just able to get a pair there. 2nd and 8. Upcoming, getting closer to 2 minutes left. Got it as play number 12 coming up here. It's another pass from Caldwell. Again, he goes to that right side. Morenz nearly ball hawks it. Almost had interception number 2. Instead, it goes incomplete. Looking over on that side to DeAndre Morrison. First time we've called his name tonight.
Yeah, Jacob read that route and tried to jump it.
2 more downs, get 8 yards from the Tonganoxie 21-yard line. 2 minutes, 3 seconds.
With 8 yards to go, it's 3rd down.
And we'll huddle up here. Play clock winding down here. 1 second, and Bonner's going to be forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It was just a little...
Having difficulty getting the plays in.
Just a little too much time there trying to figure out of what exactly they were wanting to do there. So still 2:03 to go here before halftime, and we hope everyone can join us for the White Birch Property Realty Executives halftime show. We'll break down this first half of action. Chieftains up currently by 3 scores, pending the end of this Bonner Springs drive. We got it going. 3rd down 8 coming up at the Tonganoxie 21-yard line. We'll give some scoring updates from our Wizard of Paws pregame area matchups that we gave earlier in the broadcast, and as well as some keys to the second half, and plenty more coming up in the White Birch Property Realty Executives halftime show on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
For recognition of our 2024 Hall of Fame inductees and performances by our Chieftain cheer, dance, and band.
Got some alumni recognitions that will be happening during halftime, as well as always the beauty of homecoming, seeing everybody come back or come home. Already been greeted by a couple of familiar faces from years past so far here tonight. 3rd down and 8 coming up here. 3 in the backfield. Caldwell under center. They're going to pass and trying to dump it out to the right side, but it is swatted down, incomplete. Getting a big paw on it there, TJ Leeper, as he bats it down. Back-to-back incompletions for Caldwell. Now brings up 4th down and 8. They converted on 1 4th down earlier. Looking to do it again here. Defensive package subbing in. Keldau will come out. Hunter Nyhart, number 11, will come in for the Chieftains. So we'll see if defense coordinator Coach Bond, if he won't try to pull some kind of stunt, maybe try to bring some pressure here, and undoubtedly would imagine going to be a passing down here. Caldwell's still going to come under center. 2 receivers to that far side, 1 to the near. And 2 in the backfield as Caldwell will pass, feeling the pressure. He's going to roll out, fires it near the middle of the field, and it is dropped. Good coverage there by the Chieftains. And still not a bad throw from Caldwell as he gave his man to bring it in. That was Devin Fleischer again that he was trying to get it to.
Yeah, you got to help your quarterback out there and catch that ball. A one with good defense, though.
For sure.
It's Chieftain football.
So again, that long Bonner Springs drive, 10-plus plays, comes on a turnover on down. So now, all 3 timeouts for the Chieftains, 1 minute, 52 seconds. Offense back out on the field as they have scored on all 3 possessions so far. This pass, not the prettiest on the night for Talon. Looking again to Marins, but it's low and away for incomplete.
Yeah, he was open, too. Good route by Jacob.
2nd and 10, 21-yard line.
And for criticism on the way Talon has been playing for the past few weeks, we'd be grasping at straws a little bit
Yeah.
there. But I think even if you ask him, he's going to tell you, I need to make that throw next time, and I'm going to make that throw next time. Again, back to the air. This time he's going to heave it out. Todd Brown trying to drop it in the bread basket, and incomplete. Double covered again. Had a chance.
That ball was thrown well, though.
Kyle Blondes again in coverage in the secondary for Bonner, as well as, I believe that's Eric Hall Jr., who had a pass breakup in the end zone earlier in the game for Bonner Springs. Now that bring up a 3rd and 10 for the Chieftains. Back-to-back incompletions. So a 3rd and 10 from their own 21. Roll out with time. Fires a BB.
Yep.
And it is in there. And another reception for Jacob Marins.
That was that same pattern, and that time Talon rolled out to his right and was able to throw a dart out there.
1st and 10 Chieftains, 34-yard line.
Second reception tonight for Marins, 29 total yards. Last one gain of 13.
Yeah, Jake was able to get out of bounds, too. Stop the clock.
Talon, pump fake. They scored a touchdown on that earlier. Braves were ready for it. Talon will just take off now up that sideline. Not forced out of bounds. He picks up the 1st down. A good carry there for Talon, nearly 12. So they're getting closer and closer to midfield and gets out of bounds as well. 1 minute, 26 seconds still remaining before halftime.
Yeah, good heads up here to know where that sideline is and stop that clock.
1st and 10 Chieftains, 48-yard line.
See if the Chieftains will go back to the air again. And they do, this time to Brown, able to get a block on that far side, makes a move. 1st down and more. Speedster down the sideline. 10-5, touchdown, Tonganoxie.
Well, he gets open space, he's gone.
Second receiving touchdown of the half for Todd Brown. And this great offensive explosion continues for the Chieftains. That's now their 9th straight scoring drive on offense, spanning back to last week against Paola. And 4 for 4 on touchdowns, or on offensive drives, I should say. All 4 of them ending in touchdowns, along with a 4 for 4 night on PATs from the freshman Cody Lobb. With just a simple throw down the line, doesn't get much easier than that for Talon Langford. 52 yards. Todd Brown, the speedster, turning on the after boosters, taking it to the house. Chieftains up big. A little over a minute to go until halftime. You're watching Chieftain football on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Tex Vandervoort in Tonganoxie today.
It has been all Tonganoxie so far tonight. 28-0. Fourth touchdown coming through the air. Second touchdown pass, Talon Langford to Todd Brown. They hit earlier on the first drive of the game for 49 yards, and they do it again, this time for 52. And this one is muffed, and a couple of Chieftains were there. Who gets on top of it by body language? Chieftains say they have it. According to Alex Stevens, and they do. Tonganoxie gets on top of the muff punt. Chieftain football coming up here. Try to get a look of who got on top of this one. Didn't have to wait very long. 25 for the Chieftains coming up with it.
At the Braves 30.
Second turnover of the night for Bonner. Play action, Talon. Plenty of green grass. Wants to pass. Now he's just going to run with it. Picks up the first down. Gets inside the 10 and taken out of bounds.
Number 4, Langford, the quarterback keeper.
Just a casual carry at 23 yards on the ground there. My goodness.
Good enough for a Chieftain first down.
Cal Langford again getting it done with the arm and with the legs here tonight.
First and goal.
We said during the pregame show, looking at a target score about 35-0. Going into the halftime locker room. Snap back. And following his blockers on that left side, gets close. I'm going to say a yard short, so they're going to need to run at least one more play to punch it in here.
I'm going to call a timeout here.
Well, near side officials saying touchdown. And now, so now they're saying touchdown. Okay. Why not a little bit of suspense, a little bit of drama? Why not? On from 7 yards out. And the Chieftains cash in on that muff punt turnover by Bonner. And now that scoring possessions for the Chieftains now up to an even 10 straight. Lob extra point is good. 235 points. That's a little bit much. How about 35? Again, like we were just talking about, 35-0 and still a little bit of time to spare. 52 seconds still remaining. And Chieftains still currently with all 3 of their timeouts again. And we'll go ahead and we'll just keep it here for the time being. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. This is exactly what we were talking about in the SNS Body pregame show. You want Tongi to come out, set the tempo early. Do not let Bonner have any hope of trying to hang around. We've seen a couple of good drives put together by the Braves, but outside of that, it has been all Tonganoxie.
No question about it. Total domination.
It'll be a pretty one-sided affair coming up in our White Birch Property Realty Executives halftime show, breaking down the action. We'll have to have some halftime stats as well.
Looks like Coach Holloway is also coaching the special teams. He was out in the middle talking to his kickoff team here. Well, what a running back he was.
You talk about one of the best, not just football players in Tongi Chieftain history, but just overall athletes.
Yeah. He was a beast in the weight room, too.
Return pending here for Bonner Springs. Good momentum. Jaden Bird saw a return. Yeah, I mean, there was a point for a really, really long time up in the weight room, like you just mentioned. He was one of, if not the strongest pound-for-pound athletes at Tonganoxie. He still ranks in that top 5 for sure, and he might be top 3, and I don't think he's 3 or 2.
Well, I think Zemo took that away from him, didn't he?
Yeah, could be Zach Morgan, another tremendous athlete. And there's been a handful of others too, but it's just so great.
And now a firefighter.
Zach Morgan is following the footsteps of his father, Zane.
Great family.
Great family. We can go through a list of great families here at Tonganoxie. The Morgans and the Holloways, just a couple.
Yeah.
First and 10 play here for the Braves. Good return. They set up at their own 37-yard line, trying to keep it on the ground and currently just trying to get to halftime. A swirl of Chieftains wrap him up and push him back, including Miles Robbins there at the end. And for Bonner, I think they might be intent to just let this clock run down and take this 35-0 game into the locker room.
Yeah, they don't have to run another play. It looks like they might.
About 11-second difference between game clock and play clock. They're lining up like they want to go. 2-yard gain, and they
Take
will.
a shot.
Caldwell, 2nd and 8. Marin's trying to correct it, is brought in. Marin's able to hold on and bring him down. So what could have been a potential touchdown play there for the Braves. They got 1 second. They're going to try to.
I think they're going to put a couple seconds on the clock.
I don't know. We'll see. Again, Braves kind of major sense of urgency, and that's going to do it.
That is halftime.
Yeah, okay. Taking a second there. I didn't know if they're going to add more time on or not, but that is halftime here. 2 down, 2 to go at Beatty Field. And it has been all Chieftains in this one. They take a 35-0 lead into the locker room. So they lead it over the Bonner Springs Braves, looking for 3rd straight win on the season. We will step aside. White Birch Property Realty Executives Halftime Show is next on your home of the Chieftains, Tonganoxie Sports Live.
For a winning team, contact White Birch Properties, the real estate MVPs.
Tonganoxie is the ideal location to start a business. That's why the Tonganoxie Business Association has strived towards a common goal of adding value to businesses and the community since 2015. They assist in providing improved services for customers and visitors, encouraging and enhancing businesses, and preserving historical and cultural assets. Follow them on Instagram for the latest and upcoming event information, and become a member today by visiting their website, tonganoxiebusinessassociation.com. Proud supporters of Chieftain Athletics.
The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission is committed to creating community through parks, people, and programs. And now, with their all-new activity center, the Tonganoxie Rec Commission can do even more. Tongi Rec understands the benefits reaped through recreation are endless. Tongi Rec has a long list of classes, activities, and programs for the young and young at heart. For program pricing and schedules, call 913-845-3502. Visit them at the all-new activity center at the Tonganoxie High West campus, or go to tongirec.org.
Family-owned and operated Wizard of Paws is a 5th-generation business located in the heart of downtown Tonganoxie. The professionally trained staff takes pride in making every dog and cat look its best, whether it be to breed-specific trim or an adorable cute pet trim. Plus, their facility offers amenities in space that are doggone amazing. Call Wizard of Paws to make your appointment at 913-416-0255 or visit them at 406 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawstongi.com.
Hello, 4 States. This is Jay Hatfield with the Jay Hatfield Auto Group. We've been serving the 4 States area for over 29 years, and we now have 6 locations which offer Chevrolet, GMC, Ford, and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Each of our locations is operated by a Jay Hatfield family member or managing partner. At Jay Hatfield, we're here to earn your business and trust. We have approximately 300 pre-owned and 300 new vehicles in stock or on their way, and we're making deals. Come see us at Jay Hatfield location today and let us make you part of the Jay Hatfield family.
Are you ready for a mouth-watering journey down memory lane? Introducing Flashbacks. Start your day off right with our fluffy pancakes, omelets, or a cinnamon roll. For lunch, sink your teeth into our juicy made-to-order burgers, Philly cheese, and more. Flashbacks' friendly staff and welcoming atmosphere make every visit a delight, and their menu is filled with comfort food that will give you those warm, delicious flashbacks. Visit them today in downtown Tonganoxie, open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 12:30 p.m.
Make the landscape of your dreams a reality with a stop at Oak Creek Nursery and Landscape. Just 15 minutes outside of Tonganoxie, come explore their full nursery of plants, trees, shrubs, annuals, and perennials. Learn from their certified specialists about proper seeding, watering, planting, lawn treatment, and so much more. Visit their website to enroll in classes, preview upcoming events, and request an estimate for your next project. Or give them a call at 913-351-5296. Oak Creek Nursery and Landscape, your one-stop shop for outdoor living.
Ridge Med Spa in Tonganoxie is more than a destination. It's an experience designed to redefine radiance and inspire success. Dr. Mark Peterson and Laura Snow facilitate and encourage both providers and clients to live life to the fullest by investing in themselves. Their new space offers services for medical weight loss, IV nutrition, laser hair removal, laser skin rejuvenation, hydrofacials, and Botox. Visit ridgemedspa.com to book your appointment today in Tonganoxie. Illuminate your beauty.
The same look and location of a classic drugstore with the services and supplies of a modern pharmacy. That's what you'll find at the Downtown Drug Store in Tonganoxie. Of course, Downtown Drug is the local choice for your prescriptions and health needs, but did you know they have the best selection of Tonganoxie Pride and Chieftain game day gear in town? And a whole lot more. Cards, gifts, home decor, and even the best way to satisfy that sweet tooth. The Downtown Drug Store. Call 913-369-3800 or visit them online at thedowntowndrugstore.com. Has your furnace left you out in the cold? Pipes plugged? Are you underwater with your water heater? If so, you'll be glad you called Ladd. Ladd Service Company in Tonganoxie has been your heating, cooling, and plumbing specialist since 1986. Ladd is your dealer for top quality brands like York, Aprilaire, and Wolverine Brass. Plus, they maintain and service all other brands. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-369-3509. Visit laddserviceco.com to see why you'll be glad you called Ladd. Midwest Chiropractic Center is a friendly and caring clinic providing comprehensive care for your chiropractic, rehabilitative, and fitness needs. Upon entering one of our offices, you are treated like family. The staff cares about your health, and their approach to care proves it. With 3 locations in Tonganoxie, Lansing, and Bonner Springs, plus some Saturday hours, Midwest Chiropractic Center is dedicated to offering affordable, gentle chiropractic care. Midwest Chiropractic Center, getting you back to active. For more than 15 years, Lynch Real Estate has been a leader in the KC Metro.
Hi, I'm Dan Lynch with Lynch Real Estate, inviting you to come let us prove to you why Lynch Real Estate is a name you can always trust.
Dan and his team have built a reputation for unparalleled customer service and satisfaction by building lasting relationships. Learn more about Lynch Real Estate at lynchresidential.com or give them a call at 913-369-3000.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a high-end seller, I'm here to make it happen.
Welcome back here, Beatty Field at Tonganoxie High School. Your score, Chieftains 35, Braves nothing, as we arrive to the White Birch Property Realty Executives Halftime Show. White Birch Property is ready to help you buy or sell your next home and lead you to success in the real estate game. Visit them at 1203 State Avenue, Suite B in Tonganoxie, or call 913-417-1007. Dylan Funk here with you alongside Dennis Drennan on the call tonight. Week 5 action here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, and it has been just about everything we thought it would be in this one. 35-0. Partner, as always, turn it over to you. Just your thoughts on that first half.
Well, you know, the Chiefs came out and did exactly what they had to do. They've taken care of business, not made any silly mistakes, haven't turned the ball over, and they've just had their way with the Braves. So look for more of that in the second half. Hopefully we'll get to see some younger faces here before we get into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, it's at this point, it's not a question on if, it's more of a question on when. And I think it's something I think it's going to be a little bit hard to judge. Then you're up 35-0 right now. Chieftains won the toss, elected to receive, and they went right down the field and scored. And, I mean, they've had 5 drives, 5 touchdowns in this game. You can't get more perfect than that. So we'll see. Maybe, I mean, one more touchdown maybe. By then, the running clock should be in effect. And the second half is going to go by pretty quick. And we've been talking a lot about the big matchup that's going to be happening next week in Tonganoxie and Baser-Linwood. So, you know, I always say it every year. You don't want to have a Boobie Miles incident like from the movie Friday Night Lights. You don't want to leave anybody out there for too long, and then just worst case scenario ends up happening. So I think in my gut, something tells me at least maybe for Talon Langford, Tanner Hand, if they come out again, get the stop, score a touchdown, I think you might start to see some of those guys come out. The guys in the trenches, Zach Fisher, Cale Dye and company, you might see them in a little bit longer. The offensive linemen usually tend to stay in a little longer before getting taken out. But, yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of Brady Martin that's going to start running the ball, and then just we'll see who else comes in later on. But real quick, just a couple of numbers tallied up here real quick. We'll get the rest of these here later on in the White Birch Property Realty Executives halftime show. But Talon through the air right now, 6 of 9, 158 yards and 2 touchdowns, and that's to go along on the ground, 5 carries for 52 yards. Again, just what more can you say about the way that he has been performing? We talked about the breakout game last week. I think a breakout game is kind of an indication of maybe somebody that hasn't fully arrived. Yeah, well, I think we can't call it that here tonight. I think this is the Talon Langford that everybody has been expecting since 2022.
Yeah, no question about it. And like I said, he's just getting better and better. And you can tell the confidence level with him is just really sky high right now.
Yeah, and I shorted him too. He had that touchdown as well down here at the end, closest to the highway, where it was just, I don't know how he just kind of kept scrambling around, breaking tackles, and was able to punch it in there. It was
thrown for 2 and run for 1. So
And he ran for 3 and threw for 1 last week as well. So I mean, he's looking to almost put up back-to-back numbers, just like he had rushing already over 100 yards passing with 158. Needs 48 more to get over 100 rushing. I make it back-to-back weeks. That'd be something that hasn't been done, and I would imagine in a little bit of time here at Tonganoxie, because we know quarterbacks can come out and run. Usually it's the running backs that come out and run, but I mean, when you got the quarterback that can run the rock like Talon can, it just opens up another level of that offense back there. So,
and Coach Troyers, he told us at the beginning of the year how high he was on, well, even last year, how high he was on Talon before he got hurt, and that he was going to be something special. So he's living up to his expectations so far.
Yeah, again, that knee injury sidelined him all of last season. We saw him attack his rehab, and he was able to come back, played the spring sports season of baseball. He was part of that state tournament team that made it all the way to Salina later on, and he looked good then, and now he's back. He's knocked off the rust, because it's not easy to just not have a start at varsity quarterback for over a year and just go back out there and pick up right where you left off. That's not how it works.
Nope.
We're now starting to see him get comfortable and really get humming in this offense right now. Todd Brown right now through receiving. He's been the favorite target so far. He had 6 receptions. That was a career high at the varsity level for Todd. And now he's got 4 here right now, 129 yards and 2 touchdowns. That one bomb on the first drive from 49 yards, and then another one for 52 yards.
Yeah.
The first one was a throw down the line, and Todd Brown used his speed to get by somebody. The second one was just a throw right down the line. Again, used that quick shiftiness, got by his defenders, and you could kiss him goodbye all the way to the end zone.
The yards after catch has just been tremendous for him all year.
As for Jacob Marin, just 2 receptions so far, 29 yards. So
I think both of those were for first downs, though.
Yes. So, and that was last week too. On all the completions that he had, the Talon had last week, it was 6 to Todd Brown, 2 to Jacob Marin's. Now 4 to Todd Brown, 2 to Jacob Marin's. Again here. So again, that chemistry between those two.
Oh yeah.
The only question on this offense right now is just when is Owen Schmidt going to kind of wake up? It's not, it's not to say that Owen has faded away necessarily. It's just we have your first and your second options right now. You could tell it's Brown and Marin, but we know Schmidt. He's going to make a play. He's going to make a play here when he wants to make a play.
Yep.
So, and I mean that's pretty much it right now. Chieftains 2 for 2 on third down tonight. The way they've been able to move the ball, they haven't had to face a whole lot of them.
Right.
So take that for what it's worth, but still really well there. And then 3 penalties for 30 penalty yards on the night. So not a bad night for the Chieftains.
No,
I would go to say up 35-0 right now. The marching band out on the field performing their halftime routine. We'll step aside again, and we will bring some scoring updates from our Wizard of Paws pregame area matchups coming up here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to S&S Auto and Body Shop in Tonganoxie. S&S has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and so much more. And they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game and learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193.
When it comes to rehabilitation, despite what you're told, you can choose where you want to go. Physical Therapy Solutions in Tonganoxie is independently owned, allowing them to work with all doctors and your insurance to ensure a smooth transition, especially from a knee or hip replacement. Choose from one of their highly qualified physical therapists for an individualized plan of care to achieve long-term health benefits. Contact Physical Therapy Solutions today and let them help you. Go to ptsolutionsks.com for more information.
Inviting, connecting, serving, and growing. That's Grounded Coffee House in downtown Tonganoxie. Enjoy the best cup of coffee in town 6 days a week and pair it with freshly made from scratch pastries, muffins, cinnamon rolls, and so much more. Plus, check out their beautiful event center, Grace Hall. Perfect for your next gathering, celebration, wedding, and party. All profits go towards local and international charitable projects and organizations. Drink local, support local at Grounded Coffee House. Place your order for dine-in or carry-out at groundedcoffeehouse.tonganoxie.org.
Back here, get ready to wrap up our White Birch Realty Executives halftime show. Just a little over 5 minutes to go. It's a bit of an extended halftime tonight. Again, there's been a lot of recognition and ceremonies happening tonight with it being homecoming and just a lot of other things that are happening. So while we have a little bit of time, let's go back into our pregame area matchups tonight that were brought to you by Wizard of Paws as we start up here at the top as we pull up the scoreboard and go around. I'm just going to start calling them as we see that Baser-Linwood Topeka West game. That happened last night. Bobcats win big in that one, 59-6. Down at the bottom, we have St. Thomas Aquinas and Bishop Miege. That is Miege on top right now. A reported score of 24-14. As we get a little bit deeper, the Kip Legacy Gators and Turner Golden Bears, that one just says 0-0, so no score reported as of right now. Leavenworth up 19-0 at Piper, taking on the Pirates. Lansing and Topeka Seaman 15-all between the Lions and the Vikings, so a close one to keep an eye on there. Also in the UKC, Shawnee Heights at DeSoto. That one is Wildcats 34, Thunderbirds 21. So again, a couple of games to keep your eye on over there. And lastly, that St. Pius X at St. James Academy. The Warriors on top of the Thunder 20-6. And then in our around the league area matchups, again, all of these can be viewed on our Varsity Sports Live network of channels. You can go to our website, varsitysportslive.com, and go to the homepage, and all the links are posted right there. We start with Pittsburgh at Paola. Purple Dragons on top of the Panthers 28-0. Panthers in danger of falling to 0-5 on the year. A big one in the Frontier League. Spring Hill at Ottawa. That game is currently tied 10 apiece. Broncos up in Ottawa taking on the Cyclones. That is going to be an exciting one. And right now, a blowout right now in our Frontier League Sports Live Game of the Week. Wildcats 35, Cardinals nothing.
Wow.
I did not see that coming.
No.
At all. I'm very, very surprised by that score there. And of course we have 35-0 here as well. Tongi over Bonner. And lastly there at the top, Silver Lake and Baldwin. Eagles on top of the Bulldogs 30-0. So
wow.
Couple surprises there. So right now, obviously, we're going to be keeping a really close eye on that game in Ottawa between the Broncos and the Cyclones. And right now, the Wildcats, I mean, they're coming in on under head coach Drew Harding. They haven't lost a game to a league opponent since late 2021, and I think now they hold on to this lead here tonight. I mean, I think they're going to go to I think it's 18 to 19 straight wins in a row against League One. I mean, it's like a well-oiled machine up there.
That's amazing.
In Lewisburg. It is truly amazing what they're able to do under head coach Drew Harding. Band making their way off the field here. And real quick, just while we do have a little bit of time, we like to give shout-outs sometimes here. We hear all the stories a lot of times about people that say, thank you for doing this. I have family that's up out of state, sometimes out of the country. We've even heard.
Yeah.
We've had a viewer in Brazil at one point. I know that much, which is just incredible to hear, and hearing all the stories and stuff, which is great. Want to give a special shout-out to Tim Darrow up in Michigan. Want to let you know, Tim, we're all thinking of you here at Tonganoxie Sports Live, and we love you.
Yeah.
We're pulling for you.
Yeah, and we think a lot of your son, too.
Yeah, Brandon. He does a great job. He shows up. Does a lot of stuff with video editing. He takes photos. He's the main guy for the cheer and or the dance team here at Tongi High. He does a lot of great work for them, able to make sure they have all their nice photo and video needs taken care of, and just the Darrow family.
Yeah.
In general, we know Jaden is a senior this year on the dance team as well. So again, just want to give a shout out to Tim up in Michigan and let you know that
and the rest of the Darrow family who's dealing with hurricanes and whatnot. Yeah. God bless you. We're all praying for you.
Yeah, for the Darrow family that's in Georgia as well. We are thinking of everybody. As for everybody affected by the
absolutely.
Itself,
that's been devastating.
So again, we are pulling for everybody here at Tonganoxie Sports Live. Final break here. Teams coming back onto the field. Second half football coming up next here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
When it comes to rehabilitation, despite what you're told, you can choose where you want to go. Physical Therapy Solutions in Tonganoxie is independently owned, allowing them to work with all doctors and your insurance to ensure a smooth transition, especially from a knee or hip replacement. Choose from one of their highly qualified physical therapists for an individualized plan of care to achieve long-term health benefits. Contact Physical Therapy Solutions today and let them help you. Go to ptsolutionsks.com for more information. Midwest Chiropractic Center is a friendly and caring clinic providing comprehensive care for your chiropractic, rehabilitative, and fitness needs. Upon entering one of our offices, you are treated like family. The staff cares about your health, and their approach to care proves it. With 3 locations in Tonganoxie, Lansing, and Bonner Springs, plus some Saturday hours, Midwest Chiropractic Center is dedicated to offering affordable, gentle chiropractic care. Midwest Chiropractic Center, getting you back to active.
Make the landscape of your dreams a reality with a stop at Oak Creek Nursery and Landscape. Just 15 minutes outside of Tonganoxie, come explore their full nursery of plants, trees, shrubs, annuals, and perennials. Learn from their certified specialists about proper seeding, watering, planting, lawn treatment, and so much more. Visit their website to enroll in classes, preview upcoming events, and request an estimate for your next project. Or give them a call at 913-351-5296. Oak Creek Nursery and Landscape, your one-stop shop for outdoor living.
Has your furnace left you out in the cold? Pipes plugged? Are you underwater with your water heater? If so, you'll be glad you called Ladd. Ladd Service Company in Tonganoxie has been your heating, cooling, and plumbing specialist since 1986. Ladd is your dealer for top quality brands like York, Aprilaire, and Wolverine Brass. Plus, they maintain and service all other brands. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-369-3509. Visit laddserviceco.com to see why you'll be glad you called Ladd.
Are you ready for a mouth-watering journey down memory lane? Introducing Flashbacks. Start your day off right with our fluffy pancakes, omelets, or a cinnamon roll. For lunch, sink your teeth into our juicy made-to-order burgers, Philly cheese, and more. Flashbacks' friendly staff and welcoming atmosphere make every visit a delight, and their menu is filled with comfort food that will give you those warm, delicious flashbacks. Visit them today in downtown Tonganoxie, open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 12:30 p.m.
Family owned and operated Wizard of Paws is a 5th-generation business located in the heart of downtown Tonganoxie. The professionally trained staff takes pride in making every dog and cat look its best, whether it be to breed-specific trim or an adorable, cute pet trim. Plus, their facility offers amenities and space that are doggone amazing. Call Wizard of Paws to make your appointment at 913-416-0255 or visit them at 406 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawstongi.com. Haven't gotten a shimmy from you yet on any of the bumper music.
Oh.
I'm used to looking out of the corner of my eye and seeing you.
I do like our new music.
Well, got a lot of things updated here on Tongi Sports Live and across Varsity Sports Live as well. Getting ready for the start of the third quarter here. Chieftains up big, and all we do have time, folks, want to remind everybody to visit our website at varsitysportslive.com and check out our new weekly show, Frontier League Sports Live, each week that we preview and recap all the action that's happening across the Frontier League. And of course, sit down with coaches and interview for our upcoming Frontier League Sports Live Game of the Week. This week it was Lewisburg at Eudora. Wildcats handling Eudora right now, up 35-0. So we'll wait and see what the final score is there, but looking like it's going to be another win on the road for Coach Harding and the Lewisburg Wildcats, as this one's booted up into the air. It's going to be taken at the 25, trying to make his way back up to the middle, past the 30, now to the 35, tripped up around the shoelaces and brought down just shy of the 40-yard line by just a couple of yards. So again, Denny, real quick, just some keys to the second half here in a 35-0 game.
Well, if I'm Coach Troyer at the halftime, I'd say just keep doing what you're doing, boys, because it's all working.
They have not been met with a whole lot of resistance tonight.
No.
The Chieftains, 5 drives, 5 touchdowns. That now takes their streak of inning drives with touchdowns to 10. Actually 11, I should say. They had 6 last week, 5 this week.
Yep.
That's why I didn't major in math.
You can say that again.
Right side, good. Extra fight at the end. Getting it close to the 45-yard line. Modest gain on first down there.
Number 23, Devin Donnell, the ball carrier.
Again, they went in the way of Davin Donnell.
Well, you can just tell Bonner Springs is taking all the time they can. They want to keep that Tongi offense off the field.
Fifth possession on the night for the Braves, and they're going to pick up a first down here on the run, getting them right at midfield. Solid carry there from Kane Smith. Another guy that we featured in our player spotlight in the pregame show, brought to you by Brothers Market, where we mentioned it was him and a few others that if they have the ball and if they can get out in space and they can be dynamic and make a play happen, we'll see. But Chieftains so far tonight have just bottled them up and have really limited them. They had the one big play through the air on the final play of the first half for Bonner. That was it. Early movement here is our first flag of the second half.
And this is where Bonner's really been getting in trouble tonight, is when they get behind the sticks. They struggled to pick up 10. Now they have to pick up 15.
35 penalty yards on the night now for Bonner, just 30 for the Chieftains.
44-yard line.
Bonner taking the time, getting the play call over from the sideline. Led by.
Yeah, they're snapping this ball with under 10 seconds on the play clock, so they're burning a lot of time.
They had to burn majority of their timeouts in the first half on that as well. As Caldwell will hand it up the middle. And Smith again trying to get back to that original line of scrimmage mark.
Well, you got close to the original line of scrimmage. Well, now he's going to be short by about a yard and a half or two.
King Smith, the ball carrier for the Braves. Tackle by number 52, T.J. Leeper.
So about a gain of 4 on the play. Brian Mays, head coach for the Braves, third season. Not Very pleasant record so far, just 3-19 in his time. So we mentioned the struggles have continued for the Braves, coming off a 1-8 season last year. They were 0-6 in league play and 0-4 this year. And just
looked like another offensive penalty. Yeah, false start.
Leave that penalty marker up there. Now 40 penalty yards on the Braves tonight. So second 11, now back him up, second and 16 upcoming. He only had 3 players that earned all league honors last year, and the only one returning was linebacker Kane Smith, who we've seen featured heavily on offense and defense tonight. Other ones, they had Trayton Marquez, their leading back last year, second team honors, and their offensive defensive lineman Nathan Gandy, who was an honorable mention alongside of Smith. And the last league win for the Braves, we'll give it here on the other side here. Second and 16, approaching 9 minutes to go in the third. It has been all Chieftains in this ball game. Play action. Caldwell gets it out into the flat. Plenty of space. Tripped up just past midfield. Jacob Marin's able to bring him down, but the completion is good to Kyle Blands. Kyle Blands.
Yes, Blands.
See, thank you.
I went to school with, I think, with some of his relatives, Terry Blands. I think he's passed now.
8 yards to go. It's third down.
There for Blondes, now third down and 8. I promise I'll give that answer to that little question I just asked a little bit ago. They keep it on the ground again. David Donnell fighting his way through. It's going to bring up a manageable fourth down here.
Yeah.
The Braves are 2 for 3 on the night. So last league win for the Braves, it has been a little bit. You got to go back to October 2nd, 2020 at Ottawa, 37-21. They have lost all their league games ever since. The Chieftains and Braves were supposed to play in that 2020 year. Obviously, everybody knows that was the pandemic year, and we're not able to play that game with some COVID testing positives on the Bonner side. That's where the Chieftains had to get creative. We saw them play at least Shawnee Mission East that year, and then Southern Boone County all the way in Missouri come in. That was a weird Saturday afternoon game. That whole 2020 season, it was just a little bit of a
That
haze
whole
everybody.
year was weird.
Up the middle, Caldwell was trying to run for it. We saw him do it plenty.
I think it's going to be short.
Short for the time being. A flag did come in.
Usually in the area of holding.
Yeah, so we'll see. Looking at the Chieftain side, they'll say we will decline and we'll take the football. That's a turnover on downs for Bonner Springs.
Holding on Bonner Springs. It's Chieftain football.
Again, 6th drive on offense tonight for the Chieftains. All the starters still out there, including Talon Langford. You can imagine if they go down and they score on their 6th straight possession in this game, you imagine the end's going to start coming near to many of the starters throwing right down the line. Todd Brown scored on a play earlier just like this, and he possibly will go back-to-back. A penalty flag is down back at the Tonganoxie 48-yard line, so we'll see what happens.
Coming back.
Right now, it was a big gain on the play. That would have set the Chieftains up nicely in Bonner territory. Holding on the play, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. We'll see where exactly they indicated that holding took place. Second
right at midfield, looked like.
First and 15, Chieftains after the penalty. 37-yard line.
Right near probably somebody out on the edge when Todd was starting to try to turn the corner down, trying to make a way. First and 15, handoff up the middle. Tanner Hand keeps the legs churning, gets back to the original line of scrimmage, plus a yard. So we're him down only his 7th carry on the night, which is a very we've had a good mix of him, Talon running the ball as well. We've seen Todd Brown have a couple of carries. Talon Langford's carried it. Brady Martin has carried it. We had mentioned that Tanner came up, looked like he was dealing with with some kind of injury earlier in the game. We saw him miss a couple of snaps on offense and defense, but he's right back out there. He looks healthy, looks strong, and Talon pulls it out of his gut. Past midfield, first down, gets a stiff arm and is escorted out of bounds. And Bonner Brave territory, just shy of the 40 at the 41.
It's going to be a first down.
Yardage is good enough for a Chieftain first down.
Solid carry there again for Talon. In Bonner territory, first time in the second half. Throw again, and again it's Marin's. Third catch, right near the line to gain. And by indications, they are going to give it to him. Picks up the first down. So again, it continues with Todd Brown and Jacob Marin's the only receivers to bring in a target tonight from Talon Langford. We've seen a couple thrown the way of Owen Schmidt. Hasn't been able to catch one yet. Man, that's really about it. So if Elijah Holthouse is out there, they use him more as a tight end that can get out there and block. He gets one there. Tanner Hand goes right by him. Strong run again. On a gain of about 8 or 9 on a first down carry.
Tackle by number 55, Ty Marvel. Gain of 9. Brings up second down and 1.
Long second and 1 upcoming here for the Chieftains. Two receivers out to the far side. One near, that's Marin's. And on the right hip of Talon. Pump fakes to Marin's, trying to pull off a double move. Pressure. Talon able to get away for the time being. Gets upfield, picks up the first down. He was trying to let that play develop. They're going with the double move to Jacob Marin's. And that Bonner Springs defense, give them credit. They've done their homework because we've seen that double move from Marin's has burnt Lansing and it burnt Paola last week. So far, not allowing it tonight, and especially on that play, is this Bonner secondary. But still, for Talon, the ability to just improvise and get it upfield inside the 15, go the Chieftains, 1st and 10.
Yeah, another good decision by him. He's not forcing anything, and he's taking what he can get.
Continuing in that step of growth and maturity. Hand outside left, and that one going nowhere. Not too many times we have said that tonight about the Chieftains on offense.
It's actually a loss on that one, I believe.
That was big number 50, Corey Williams, that was able to track him down, and that is going to set him back about 1 yard. First negative play on offense today for the Chieftains in my account. Again, I stress to everybody, I'm not the official scorekeeper. Although, shout out to Todd Leeper because he was the scorekeeper the past couple of years, and he kept stats last week, and he's doing it again tonight. So,
good deal.
Thank you to Todd Leeper. 2nd and 11 play. Talon along that right side, trying to find an opening, and it does not come. Kyle Blondes there to bring him down. Still picks up some positive yardage, but the Chieftains will face a rare 3rd and long on the night. Chieftains 2 for 2 on the 3rd down marks tonight. Do we happen to catch that?
They're going to keep the play clock on the field, but they just started it again, so I think maybe they got it fixed.
Play goes on. Design screen tipped in the air. Well played by the Braves. It was setting up for Todd Brown. It's Jalen Wallace, number 21. They got a fingertip on it.
Think they'll try a field goal here?
Troyer is signaling. I thought he was calling the team over. That was just wanting to switch the formation over. And they're going to stay out there on right now a 4th and 9. 4th and 8. Now we'll have a timeout called here by Bonner Springs. So they're going to take some time here. Chieftains failed to convert on a 3rd down for the first time tonight. Now we'll see them first time out on a 4th down play. Again, Chieftain football tonight on the special homecoming edition of Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Grounded Coffee House. Established in 2022, Grounded Coffee House serves great coffee with an even greater cause. To learn how you can help make a difference and to support, follow them on Facebook and check out their website, groundedcoffeehousetonganoxie.org. Telling you, partner, next time you're in town, get you a frappe from there. Get you a little something from there. Great folks at Grounded Coffee House will get you taken care of. So now with the timeout, Cody Lobb is out.
Okay.
Mark Geiger's going to be on to hold.
I like this call by the coach.
And I believe Owen Schmidt is going to be the long snapper on this one. So, all right, here we go. Where the ball is going to be, it'll be about a 28-yard try. First field goal attempt of the season for the freshman Cody Lobb. Good snap, good hold from 28 yards. It's good. And the cherry on top there for the freshman, his first field goal.
Good for him.
Makes it a 38-0 ball game. That ends that streak of 11 straight drives, ending in touchdowns for the Chieftains. Still get points, however, and pretty encouraging to see.
Well, yeah, 12 straight scoring drives.
12 straight scoring drives. There we go. We can keep saying that. There's just something about when you're able to cap it off with 6, though.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. When you get the touchdown, but still, nonetheless, great job from Cody Lobb. 28-yard field goal. Young freshman, 100% on field goals in the 2024 campaign. That's all that matters. That's what the records in the stat books are going to show for the time being. Still not within that running clock territory as it has stopped 3 minutes, 30 seconds.
Kicking off for the Chieftains, number 44, Cody Lobb.
Lobb will go right back out there and boot it away. As he tees it up at the 40-yard line. Wants and David Donnell back to return this kickoff. Looking to get a big return here, maybe just spark something. Taken by Donnell, hammered right as he crossed the 30-yard line and does not get much further. Official spot, they'll get him right about the 33-yard line. And still keeping an eye out there, and again, still no indication from the Chieftains, leaving the starters out there. And I think even if they would have scored the touchdown, if it would have been 42-0 and the running clock would have started, I still think possibly we might have seen the starting defense out for this drive. But again, we know the time is going to start drawing a little bit short for the everyday starter. Start seeing some underclassmen get in and get some varsity level reps. As this one is a handoff, and Chieftains all over it. It's going to be a loss here for Bonner Springs. That'll send them back behind the chains early in this drive, 2nd and 11.
Brought for 1 on the play. 2nd and 11. 32-yard line.
Now under 3 minutes to go in this one, at least in the third quarter. It is. 3, down in 3-point stances in the backfield, a handoff up the middle, and again, Chieftains were ready for it. Just gets back to the original line of scrimmage for a 1-yard gain. And the Braves will be working with 2 downs to get 10 yards.
This deep in their territory, they may kick this if they don't pick up some yardage.
It's really tough. It's really tough again when you're in a 38-0 ball game.
You don't want to give a hot offense a really short field.
That's true. If it were just me, I would just be telling my team, the punter is no longer on the team right now. They're benched. I cut them, whatever you want to say. Like, we are sticking out there. We got to try to get something going. 3rd down at 10. Caldwell looking to pass. Fires over the middle. Completes it. Hit and driven backwards. Owen Schmidt, first one there to wrap him up. But again, a nice carry on the reception. That
brings up a manageable 4th down. So now I think you'll see him go for it.
For sure. Second reception of the night for Fleischer. That one he brings it in for 9. Sets up a 4th and 1.
With only a yard to go, it's 4th down.
Phase 2 of 3 on 4th downs.
Hard to see.
Marking here on the near side indicates first down. We might see him bring out the chains, but let's see. They spot this one. Everyone's starting to get up out of the pile. Yeah, initial indication, he needed to get
he
about the 43, and that's where he got it well. By about the whole football as it picks up a first down. So a shiny note to take away this game tonight for Bonner so far. 3 of 4 tonight on 4th downs.
There you go.
And you probably wish you aren't facing that many 4th downs at this point in a ball game, but sometimes you got to just take them where you can get them.
Well, I believe the leading tackler for Bonner Springs has been the safety, Blance, and you don't want that either if you're
hit immediately and brought down.
Loss of a yard.
Number 9 belongs the ball carrier for the Braves. Tackled for loss by number 58, Tucker McGuire.
Tucker McGuire, the one getting a shoulder right into the chest of Blondes for a 1-yard loss. Yeah, it's every time we got to play Bonner, I have to mention it. Of course, you're a Bonner Springs alum yourself.
Right, yeah.
So this is I always enjoy kind of doing these matchups with you, Tonganoxie and Bonner Springs.
We never actually played Bonner Springs. Of course, I was that's 50 years ago.
Back in the late 60s, early 70s.
Yeah.
So looks like a backwards pass there from Caldwell, able to get it to David Donnell. That's a rush as he picks up 3. You were part. We'll just history nugget here.
Yeah, my junior year.
You were part of the first and only Bonner Springs team, at least within very recent history, to make an appearance in a state championship game against Wellington.
Along with David James, who became an All-American at KU.
Playing for the Ottawa Cyclones, of course, Ottawa legend in their sports Hall of Fame. 4s are up here in Tonganoxie. 3 down, 1 to go, as Tonganoxie's closing in on their 3rd straight win. They lead this one against Bonner 38-0 right here on your home of the Chieftains, Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Does your roof have possible storm damage? Looking to get solar panels? Or is it just simply time to get it inspected? That's where Balmer Roofing and Solar come into play. Balmer Roofing has a combined 40 years of experience with JAF Master Elite and Emerald Pro contractors. The Balmer family and their team are ready to give your house a brand new roof or solar panels at an affordable cost with a 50-year warranty. Life has mishaps and they want nothing but your customer satisfaction. Let them prove why so many of your neighbors choose Balmer for their roofing projects. To schedule a free inspection, call 913-845-5252 or visit them online at balmerroofing.com.
Ridge Med Spa in Tonganoxie is more than a destination. It's an experience designed to redefine radiance and inspire success. Dr. Mark Peterson and Laura Snow facilitate and encourage both providers and clients to live life to the fullest by investing in themselves. Their new space offers services for medical weight loss, IV nutrition, laser hair removal, laser skin rejuvenation, hydrofacials, and Botox. Visit Ridge.
So quickly, Beth here, start of the 4th quarter, 3rd down and long, and Kendall Smith coming from behind over on that left side of the offensive line. There's the first sack of the night for the Chieftains, a huge loss on 3rd down and another sack. Again, I say it every broadcast, we call his name at least once a game.
Oh, yeah.
For making a big tackle for loss. Another one collected there for Kendall Smith. Had a sack last week as well. Lost a 10 yards total on that one, and that will force a Bonner Springs punt. Punt is away. A lot of air underneath it. Going to bounce at the 42. It's going to take a Chieftain roll and will come to the sideline. Good starting field position for this Chieftain offense, working on 6 straight scoring drives. Last time out was a 28-yard field goal from the freshman Cody Lobb. And again, Talon Langford and company still coming out on this drive. Are we a little bit surprised about how late in the game some of these starters are playing?
Well, yeah, I'm a little surprised. I really thought we'd see some underclassmen.
Tanner Hand finds a crease and bursts through past the 50-yard line into Bonner territory. A solid carry on first down. Set the Chieftains up nicely on this drive as we now dip under 10.5 minutes in the ballgame.
I believe we have the running clock now.
Second down play, another throw down the line. Todd Brown makes a man miss. And just strong running after the catch there from Todd Brown, showing off the strength along with the speed.
Frankfurt's pass complete to number 5, Todd Brown.
About a gain, 15, 16 yards through the air that time.
Yardage is good enough for a Chieftain first down. First and 10 Chieftains, 33-yard line.
Fifth reception of the night for Todd Brown, and on his first here in the second half. They keep it on the ground again. Tanner Hand, good man. Stays on his feet. Strong running there from Tanner Hand. Takes it to the 20-yard line, a gain of 13.
Number 22, hand the ball carrier for the Chieftains.
In the quick twitch, make one man miss, using the strength on the stiff arm. Agile on his feet, still able to stay up and move forward. Give it to him again. They love running on his left side. Runs it to the back of his teammate. That was Brady Martin that time running it. So Elijah Holthouse was driven backwards that time by Jalen Wallace, able to disrupt that run. Still a solid run for Brady, able to pick up 3, 2nd and 7 upcoming, now under 9 to go.
Second down and 7. 17-yard line.
Brady Martin just shy of the goal line. Needed 17, he got 16.
Number 12, Brady Martin, the ball carrier for the Chieftains.
Still a great carry. Wonder if they'll give it to him. Try to punch it in for the touchdown. To get to the line, hand it off. Martin on that right side finds a crease and gets it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tonganoxie. And the route continues. Back-to-back weeks of 40-plus points. And the first touchdown of the night for Brady Martin as he earns the last 17 yards on that drive for the Chieftains. And the running clock, like we mentioned, it is on.
On to kick the extra point for the Chieftains, number 44, Cody Lobb.
Lobb's been perfect on extra points. There's one field goal attempt as well, and that is not going to change right here. 45-0. That clock continues to run, so we're going to be wrapping up this game here in about the next 7.5 minutes or so. We're going to hope everybody that sticks around for the Brothers Market post-game show a little bit later on. We'll break down all the action from this game. We're going to preview that matchup next week against Basehor Linwood a little bit, try to give some last-minute scoring updates as well. And head coach Preston Troyer came up for an interview last week. We hope he comes up once again. We'll get his thoughts on his team's performance tonight and also on that matchup next week at Basehor Linwood. There's nothing like a Basehor Linwood and Tonganoxie football game in October.
Oh, yeah.
There's something,
Can't beat it.
It is just a truly special rivalry that those two teams have. It's pretty well-rooted, well-backed. They officially named it the 8 Mile Showdown last year, where there's an actual trophy. The Chieftains have had that trophy for the past year. Now they're going to put it on the line, taking that 8 mile trip up to Basehor Linwood High School and try to defend that trophy and bring it back for the second straight year.
Since we're giving shout-outs, partner, I'd like to give a shout-out. Kenzie Bell is a cheerleading captain. Her grandma and grandpa, my first cousin, Dick and Debbie Drennan, were involved in a bad car accident in Basehor. Wishing them speedy recovery and praying for them as well.
Absolutely. Nothing but the best for Dick and Debbie Drennan. Here on the return, setting up for the Braves out to that far side inside the 35, right at around the 40. And now they're bringing it back close to about the 37 is where Bonner will start this drive.
Ladies and gentlemen, please get your raffle tickets. It's now time to announce tonight's raffle winner. The winning number is
Tongie's able to hold on here, which I think they will. It's pretty safe to say. This will be the 7th straight win the Chieftains have had against the Braves, and they're going to inch closer and closer on that all-time head-to-head record. Currently at 28-21 and 3. Now we'll move to 28-22 and 3. Solid run up the middle, running backwards and getting right at the line to gain. Solid run for King Smith. And you know, when this streak started for the Chieftains, you know what game that was, don't you?
No.
That was right here in 2017.
Oh, really?
At home.
You were playing then.
I was.
Your junior year.
In fact, you go online, and for some reason, when you look at the article on the Tonganoxie Mirror, they had I'm sure there were a lot of photos of, because Dalton Bach had another great game then. Corbin Riedel led the team in tackles that night, but for some reason, as this is a handoff here, for about a minute for a 5-6 yard gain up the middle. For some reason, they chose a picture of me coming up the middle on a block.
Yeah.
That's just
it's one of my favorite pictures.
It's a good picture. I didn't expect it to be front, headlining the sports page on the Tonganoxie Mirror, the local paper, but hey, I'll take it.
Yeah.
It's great. All the great work Sean Lindenberg and the rest of the staff at the Mirror do here in Tonganoxie. So that was the start of this run that the Chieftains have been on, as they have just had the Braves number ever since.
I think you lost to him in your freshman year, though, right?
Yeah, we lost
2016.
Freshman, sophomore, and junior year.
Yeah.
We lost to Bonner. I remember freshman year, I'll always remember it because we played Bonner. It was their homecoming game that night, and it was about a game like this, 45-0. I believe 48-0 might have been the final score. And it was a cooler night, and it was raining.
Yeah, it was a miserable
And it was
night.
miserable. It was not fun. The only great thing about that night were the uniforms that the Braves had. They wore the all orange, and they had orange chrome helmets.
Oh,
I will
that
always
was really
remember
sharp,
those.
yeah.
Third down play here for Bonner. Met head on and brought down, but not before picking up the first down. As they'll mark him just shy of the Chieftain 40-yard line. A Braves drive starting to drive out here. And again, now we're starting to see more and more of the starters for the Chieftains come over to the sideline. More and more underclassmen starting to get in. And we talk about it all the time. Whenever you have the opportunities to put these freshmen and sophomores and maybe some juniors that haven't had a lot of experience at the varsity level, when you could get them into a ball game like this, it is so incredible. It doesn't matter if you're winning by 40-plus or if you're losing by 40-plus. Just getting out under the Friday night lights, playing against that varsity level competition on the other side. It's a really great way to kind of get a feel for the game and also help build up that confidence. If you can go out there on a Friday night and if you can make a play, it doesn't matter if you're playing JV games every Monday or Tuesday that season. It's always a great positive and encouraging building block to say, I can come up here and I can hang at this level. I can make some plays here and there at this level. And that's exactly what the coaches want to see as well. Barreling our way towards the final 2 minutes of this contest. Braves have starting to put a drive together here. 2nd and 8 from the Tonganoxie 39-yard line. Caldwell under center is going to roll out to the right. Throws on the run and airmails it, looking for his man David Donnell right near the sticks at the 30, but it goes incomplete. In the rough season, it will continue here for Bonner Springs. The last winning season that Bonner had came back in 2019 under head coach Chad Eady. The Braves went 7-2 that year. And ever since then, that 2020 season to the halfway mark of the regular season, which now I can give the final number here with this game in the bag. The Braves, since 2020 to now, right here at this game at Tonganoxie, they have now gone 5-34.
Wow, that's pretty bad.
They're down an 8 up the middle.
You know, in the last couple of years, they had some really good basketball teams too.
Yeah, it's just a matter. They had a majority of talent last year for the Braves. They graduated and moved on. That one win last year against Casey Schlegel, and that was it. They've lost everything else. And I know for you, for someone back in the heyday of Braves football, again, you were on that team that went all the way to the state championship game against Wellington. You never lost a home game in your 4 years there. The Braves have had a very proud football program, and I think it's going to be sooner rather than later, hopefully, that they can maybe try to get the same turn around here. Caldwell lost it for a moment, shoves it up in the air, and it's intercepted. Coming in on the pick, it's Hunter Nyhart. So I think Caldwell initially was going back to pass, I think bobbled it, and then just tried to get it out late. And that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Yep. Going to get in the handshake line now.
Second interception of the night for this Chieftain defense. Hunter Nyhart takes that last one. And Tonganoxie will hold on and win 45-0, a game that was never in doubt.
Just what we said we wanted to see out of this Chieftain team, too, in the pregame.
7 drives on offense, 7 scores. No points allowed on defense, 2 turnovers forced. 3 if we're also counting that muff punt the Braves had. And again, the rough season continues for Bonner Springs. And the beat goes on for the Chieftains as well, as they have found a way to right the ship after dropping the first 2 games, falling to 0-2, now have won 3 straight. On against Lansing, and now back-to-back in the league against Paola and Bonner Springs. And on top of all of that, they went on homecoming.
Yeah.
Which are 2 games for sure you want to win on, or your senior night and your homecoming. As a matter of fact, the next time the Chieftains are going to be back here, it will be senior night. And while we have some time, while we wait for head coach Preston Troyer, let's take a look at what's coming up here on Tonganoxie Sports Live over the next few weeks. We're going to be live again this upcoming Tuesday, October 8th, with more volleyball action as the Chieftains will host the Lewisburg Wildcats. Football next Friday at Baser, and then volleyball again the following Tuesday, the 15th, back at home against the Spring Hill Broncos. And, of course, the Friday game at Eudora. So the next 2 games for the Chieftains. They had a nice 2-game homestand. They did what they needed to do. They win both games. Now they're going to go on the road, and they're going to have 2 really tough road tests coming up.
Really tough tests.
Starting next week at Baser Linwood and Eudora, even though tonight's not going the Cardinals' way. Last time we saw, Lewisburg had that one in the bag, 35-0. The Cardinals always find a way to play it tough. They're well coached under head coach Drew Steffen. So we'll see what happens there. I can see head coach Preston Troyer starting to make his way.
Looks like he's going to make his way up here.
Yep. So gets us hang tight here for just a little bit. Again, we're going to ask him again about this matchup tonight, the thoughts of his team and its performance, winning 45-0. We'll try to get a preview of this game that's going to be taking place a week from tonight, the second edition of the 8-mile showdown between Tonganoxie and Baser Linwood. That is going to be a tremendous matchup. Everybody's starting to clear out here up in the press box. Players celebrating on the field with family and friends. Everyone getting ready for the homecoming dance tomorrow night. I heard it's Hollywood themed. For those that are curious or might be interested, Coach Schroeder getting a lot of congratulations from folks on his way up the stands, as he should, as his team came up huge tonight with the big win at home. As we now welcome in head coach of the Tonganoxie Chieftains, Preston Troyer. Coach, I'm going to keep it just real short and sweet with you tonight. 7 drives on offense, 7 scores. What were you seeing from your offense tonight?
Oh, yeah, they were firing on all cylinders. Hopefully we found what we needed to. We had a slow start to the year. I think guys just having to find their role, having to step up, and they've slowly figured that out, and we've done some great things. We're healthy again up front on the O-line, and so I like where it's headed right now. Yeah,
3 straight wins for you guys now, back-to-back in league play. Now you got a big road test coming up over the next 2 weeks, but it starts next Friday, the 8-mile showdown again against Baser Linwood. There's something about Tonganoxie and Baser Linwood football in October, something really special about it. Just kind of tell us about it and preview this matchup.
Yeah, no, always love playing those guys. Always a good battle, no matter where the teams are at. But they're undefeated right now, so we know we got a challenge. They're going to bring everything they got, and we're going to bring everything we got. So we expect our kids to fight hard and to be a great game.
Got a defense tonight that pitched the shutout. Baser Linwood, that high explosive offense, 42 points they average on the season. You guys coming off back-to-back weeks of 40-plus points. Cannot wait for it. We'll see you next week in Baser Linwood.
All right,
count it down.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. Again, head coach of the Tonganoxie Chieftains, Preston Troyer. Appreciate him taking time to visit with us here in the Brothers Market post-game show. They're going to be counting it down for a long time in that locker room tonight. They had 42 to count down last week. Now they have 45 here tonight. And now let's officially get into the Brothers Market post-game show here. You can check out the weekly ads and specials in-store or online at shopbrothersmarket.com, where they treat you like family. We got Brendan Bowen here. You want to give your headset to Brendan? Let's get one more special guest in here real quick. I got to give you some airtime while you're still here.
Okay.
The PA voice of the Chieftains, Brendan Bowen, stepping in here. We were just talking with Coach Troyer just a few seconds ago. I said I'm going to keep it real short and sweet for you. We talked about the offense, 7 drives, 7 scores on the night, 6 touchdowns, and then the 28-yard field goal from Cody Lobb. And this team right now, we're coming into this homestand just a couple of weeks ago. They picked up that huge win on the road against Lansing. We said they needed to perform well in these 2 home games before going on the road, back-to-back games at Eudora in 2 weeks, and then next week at Baser and Linwood. And I think if you're Coach Troyer right now, you can't be any happier with the way your team has been performing tonight.
Oh, 100%, yeah. Also, thank you, Dylan, for having me back on air. It's great to be back on air.
Well, it's not every day.
No, I think the environment here, especially coming into this game, I got chills walking through. Of course, homecoming, it's a great night. I think there's that expectation that you want to perform well, and I think this is a big confidence booster for this squad. They just drove the ball down the field really well. They didn't get many penalties called on them. I think the biggest thing is that they just drove down the field with the time they had, because Bonner, they chewed up the clock most of the time with the runs. So I think it's a matter of just getting on the field and taking care of business with the time you have. So scoring on every single drive and scoring on every single drive, I think is beneficial and crucial for this team. And I think going into next week, it's going to be a really big confidence booster for this squad, and I'm sure the homecoming king, Zach Fisher, and the squad is excited.
Going to be excited about it for sure. Final question for you before we let you go. You've come up back-to-back home games. Are you going to be back next weekend for the big road game?
Against Baser Linwood?
Against Baser Linwood.
To be determined. It depends on the plans, but I hope to be there. So.
Well, if you can't make it, you can watch it here.
Of course. Yes, absolutely.
And Brendan Bowen, buddy, good seeing you.
Good seeing you.
As always.
Good seeing you.
We always have an open headset for you.
Thank you.
On our
Appreciate
set.
that, yeah.
We'll step aside here for just a few moments. We'll come back and wrap up this broadcast on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com. First State Bank and Trust is with you wherever you are with complete online banking. Cheering on the Chieftains once again? Why not pay your bills online? Waiting on your kiddos to get out of school? Seems like a good time to make a transfer. Or how about making a deposit from here? Back in the gym for another night? Why not get an e-statement while you cheer on Tongi? And of course, at First State Bank and Trust, you can always bank from right here. Come on in and see us and get your very own Chieftain card. To learn more about all the great ways to bank with First State Bank and Trust, go to firststateks.com. For more than 15 years, Lynch Real Estate has been a leader in the KC Metro.
Hi, I'm Dan Lynch with Lynch Real Estate, inviting you to come let us prove to you why Lynch Real Estate is a name you can always trust.
Dan and his team have built a reputation for unparalleled customer service and satisfaction by building lasting relationships. Learn more about Lynch Real Estate at lynchresidential.com or give them a call at 913-369-3000.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a high-end seller, I'm here to make it happen.
The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission is committed to creating community through parks, people, and programs. And now, with their all-new activity center, the Tonganoxie Rec Commission can do even more. Tongi Rec understands the benefits reaped through recreation are endless. Tongi Rec has a long list of classes, activities, and programs for the young and young at heart. For program pricing and schedules, call 913-845-3502. Visit them at the all-new activity center at the Tonganoxie High West campus or go to tongirec.org.
Starting to wrap up our coverage tonight here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. I want to thank everybody that joined us tonight, a special homecoming edition of Tonganoxie Sports Live. It's crazy to think next time that we're here at home, it's going to be another special edition because it's going to be senior night. And it's just It blows my mind because it felt like it was just last week. We were up in Lewisburg in week 1, and now all of a sudden we're through 5 weeks of the season already well into the halfway mark of the regular season. It is just it's incredible how fast this part of the season flies for us.
Well, you know what they say. Incredible. Time flies when you're having fun.
It's no doubt about that. So real quick before everybody signs off here tonight, you need to award our Midwest Carpet Center Player of the Game. They have all of your carpet and flooring needs with professional quality and great pricing. Family owned and operated. Stop by and see them today in downtown Tonganoxie or visit their website, MidwestCarpetCenter.com, to learn more. A lot of candidates for you to choose from tonight in a big 45-0 win. You always find a clever way to kind of get different people involved in this award. So I'm curious to see what you have for us tonight.
Well, you know, I would love to give it to the freshman field goal kicker. He was perfect on
Cody Lobb.
Cody Lobb. He was perfect on extra points and hit his first field goal from 28 yards tonight. So, like you said, you could give it to Talon Langford just about every night or Tanner Hand, but I like to shake it up. Let's give a shout out to the freshman.
I love that. Again, you find ways to just continue to mix it up, and I love it. I think that's a really good one there because I think we're seeing the freshman. He's getting more and more comfortable again. He only saw PATs all throughout the season, and finally tonight it was later in the game. Chieftains. I thought it was the appropriate time to send him out for a field goal try because by then you're already up 35 plus points, and you're thinking it's a fourth and it was close to 4th and long for sure, and it was like you're deep in your own territory. You can't punt it. You don't want to go for. I think maybe traditionally if this is a one-score game or if it's tied, I think Chieftains go for it there maybe. But who knows? Maybe no, because now they see him go out there and make it.
Well, so you may need that later on in the year.
You might. That's 100% true on that. So we'll see where that continues to take the young freshman. Just some other quick final numbers for everybody tonight. Talon through the air, finishing 8 of 12, 184 yards and 2 touchdowns. Tanner Hand, fairly limited tonight, 11 carries, 76 yards. Still great yards per carry there. Also a pair of touchdowns. Brady Martin, 6 carries, 49 yards and a touchdown there towards the end. And Langford on the ground as well, 79 yards and a touchdown. Todd Brown, another great game receiving, 145 yards and 2 touchdowns on 5 receptions tonight. And Jacob Marins as well, finishing with 40 even receiving yards on the night on 3 receptions.
Yeah, you could have given player of the game to the whole offense. They were just hitting on all cylinders tonight.
Well, again, and we said it once, and we're going to say it again here before we sign off. 7 drives, 7 scores, 6 touchdowns, 1 field goal. You can't ask for anything better. So all this now sets up the game next Friday. So
it's going to be huge.
It's going to be a big one. You heard Coach Schroeder talk about it. The Bobcats 5-0 in the UKC and just 5-0 in general on the season. They played last night, so they got maybe a day in advance. I'm sure they've already been scouting the Chieftains. Maybe wouldn't surprise me if some maybe snuck in here tonight, maybe trying to watch the game, unless that breaks any rules. I honestly don't know. But the point is that they've had an extra day. I'm sure the Chieftains will quickly turn the page on this game, and they're going to get right into Baser Linwood prep probably as early as tomorrow morning, knowing how they like to roll here. And it's going to be a real pivotal game at this point in the season because now if you're Tongi, you dropped the first 2. Now you've won 3 straight. Now you're facing probably your biggest test of the year. First it was week 1 in Lewisburg, and now it's going to be in Baser Linwood next week. You come out of there, you find a way to win that game. That could project this team and propel them into another deep run into the postseason. Who knows? So it's going to be exciting to see. Again, you can catch it here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. We aim to have the pregame show live and running right around 6:15. I know in the past we have had issues with some internet connections up there. We're working on that, trying to avoid that not being a problem this week. If there is any slight chance of that, I will always be able to try to inform you guys over on our website, varsitysportslive.com. Be sure to follow Varsity Sports Live /Tonganoxie on Facebook as well, and on Varsity Sports Live while you're there. Subscribe to us here on YouTube if you haven't already. Stay up to all of the news and information as we pass it along. Partner, any final thoughts signing off on a 45-0 Tonganoxie win?
No, it was a nice performance. It's what we kind of expected, or we hoped for, and kind of expected. And I think this really sets up next week's showdown with the Baser Bobcats. It's going to be a big one.
It's going to be a big one. It'll be right here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. We will see everybody next time on Tuesday back inside Chieftain Arena, Tonganoxie volleyball against Lewisburg. And then we will see you a week from tonight up in Basehor-Linwood, the second edition of the 8 Mile Showdown taking place between the Chieftains and the Bobcats. All of it will be right here on your home of the Chieftains, Tonganoxie Sports Live. Everybody have a great weekend.
From the gridiron to the hardcourt, the pitch to the mat, don't miss any of the action. We're there with live, local sports coverage at VarsitySportsLive.com.